Hey! Hey you! Yes, you, with the face and the disposable income. Would you like to donate money to your favorite Final Fantasy Pathfinder group? Well, don't. That'd mean we get sued. If you have any questions, please call 1-800-PLEASE-NO-SUE. That's 1-800-PLS-NO-SUE. Final Fantasy and its subsidiaries are owned by Square Enix. The Pathfinder D20 game system is owned by Paizo, and the FFD20 game system is a fan-made game designed by Alan Willig. This is completely not for profit. We're just here to have fun.
Very good.
Nice.
And like always, I'm William Weiler. We're here doing Final Fantasy Pathfinder. So yeah, where we left off last time, it was the kind of 1 week lull in Lullen, sort of between you guys resolving the Prince-tastrophe. You'd gathered up everybody. You'd made your way back to Lullen. You showed up. They were under attack.
The Royal Rodeo, followed by the Lullin.
No, I like that. The Royal Rodeo, yeah. You showed
Episode name.
Yeah, no, I can fucking go back and retroactively edit those. I can make those name whatever we want to name them. You showed up. You were in your airship. They were in the ground. Eleanor's letter had arrived ahead of them and you guys. They had prepared themselves. The armies had clashed for about an hour and a half by the time you guys got there. And then, luckily, they were still in the field. You melted them with an airship. Ramped a speeder off the back of the airship. Landed in a camp. Immediately switched from anime mode to diplomacy mode. Then a robot jumped over a wall and you switched right back to anime mode. It was wonderful set of things. You guys had your break. You crafted some stuff. Koke crafted a ton of stuff, just fucking back to back to back. Tyro's got a much better handle on his weird magic stuff. The peace talks look like they're going well. So hey, the world's not ending today. Excellent.
I'm back. I'll have my mic right.
All right, welcome back. The new task at hand, and kind of under the caveat of this, you guys were given some royal arms, some sort of endgame tier, but mundanified, slightly deactivated, and we'll see what happens to reveal them. But you were given these great relics under the caveat that you will help transport Hitomi to Abaddon City for her little pilgrimage thing. Unfortunately, the airship's out of gas, so everyone's taking a detour to Moonbright.
Mm-hmm.
Because the letters have already been sent ahead to you guys, money has already been sent, and it is there. There is fuel waiting for your pickup. There's a beautiful little tank of Aether fuel for the ship, but it's all the way over there, and you guys needed to go there anyway. Tyro wanted to investigate Cookie's ex-wife's university class. It's, there's a lot of reasons that a lot of people would have a lot of fun being over there right now, so everyone's going there. And that's where we left off. So, picking it back up, y'all are in Lullen. Y'all are presumably prepped now, after the arguments about Chocobo feed have been resolved in between games. What you guys doing?
I'm looking for Taro. Where is he?
He may be stroking his 1 foot longer hair somewhere.
Oh no, that got cut off in the intro.
Oh.
That got cut off in the intro.
Just immediately.
Yeah, for those that you don't remember, wild magic can be very interesting. Fortunately, nothing that caused any major damage, thankfully.
Yeah.
Right now,
for
I'm
him.
probably near the outskirts, probably towards like the hunt office, just kind of like waiting for everyone else to show up.
Where did we decide was our departure point?
We didn't decide that at all.
You all just went in different directions. Nobody talked.
How we're going east. I'm like, I'll stay on the eastern side of town. Odds are I'm going to see the rest of the party pass by at some point.
Well, yeah, I think Chef would have probably the same idea of we're heading east. I'm gonna hang over here
Just so they don't leave
with my
without
bird.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, if want came to it, you could get the guards to track down everyone else. However much success you'd expect that to have.
You could do the like the Kmart thing of I lost my mommy. Can you help me find her?
A little bit of that. I
We
mean,
have
it's
the
a,
code adventurer.
over the PA system. Would the owner of a small rabbit please come to customer service? The owner of a small rabbit, please come to customer service, and the entire town shows up.
But anyway, I'm gonna look for him. I'm gonna hit all of the major spots, like the shops, and eventually down to the hunt office.
as you faff your way, you look at the you look at the blacksmith that you know we got his armor fitted out. It wasn't there. It wasn't at the materia guys. Wasn't at the Magitech guys. But he's there waiting at the hunt office. And presumably Tyro, you two would have run into each other. The three of you arrive right there at the edge of Lullen. What you doing?
I'm gonna reach into my bag. I'm gonna pull out a scroll, and I'm gonna throw it at him.
Piff. Wait, do you want to make a ranged touch attack?
Or should I make a reflex?
I would like
Try and catch it?
between the two of you, make a range touch attack and make a reflex save. Let's see if it adds up to 30.
Considering I only have a +1 to my fucking reflex.
Well, let's fucking see.
Not the
Throw
most,
the scroll
not the
isn't
most
an easy
graceful
thing.
cat.
God.
Our
Yeah.
first roll of the game.
Skill. 6 out of 7.
All right.
We're off to a great start.
Yep.
Koke lobs this scroll. It kind of slips out of the tip of her fingers right before it reaches the apex, so it goes off in the wrong direction. And Tyra reaches a hand out for it and kind of does the 3-step run until he realizes no way he's gonna catch it in time, stops and walks over and picks it up.
How come
Wow, that just happened.
It's
Yeah.
okay. The only
There's
one that
a-
was here to
there's
witness
a-
you. Yeah.
There's just a quiet boom as Chef face palms.
Let me know when you've learned that. You can learn from scrolls, right?
That I can, as long as the spells can be learned normally by a red mage. Yes.
Well, it's Taratara's Cunning Lesser. Is that on your spell list?
That's actually purely white mage. The only reason I know Mithras
Oh my
Grace
gosh.
Lesser, the only reason I know Mithras Grace Lesser is because of Ruby's Scholar, which allows me to pick up white mage and black mage spells, as well as advanced learning, which I actually get next level.
fourth wall goes what?
I appreciate that this was supposed to be kind of a casual handoff of power has turned into a very ham-handed, both physically and socially circumstance.
Chef has ranks and use magic device.
I mean, yeah, I can use it as a magic device, but I can't learn it permanently. Is the thing.
What was the spell?
Great.
Tarot
Oh.
2
It's-
is cunning.
Oh.
It's a white
It's
mage
Fox's.
spell.
It's
level
Fox's
2.
cunning.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
Yeah, it's a level 2 white mage spell, which unfortunately,
Okay.
unless I kind of use that slot with advanced learning or my next, actually no, Ruby Scholar 2 would actually not, because that's 3rd level spells I get for that. So yeah, I would basically have to use advanced learning and use the scroll to do it. Technically. However, that would technically last for 5 minutes if I use it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, the reason I want it is because I'm making something, and Blue Mage spell list isn't exactly built for crafting items. I can no longer hear anything. Sounds came out. I don't have any sound otherwise. One moment.
Mm,
Have I ever complained about how bullcrap UMD DCs are?
I've personally complained
Yeah,
about how
they're high.
bullcrap user device DCs are.
yeah, they're a lot. They're a lot
I can
higher.
actually craft it without, but I can't take a 10 on it.
Yeah,
Which
they're a
is
lot
kind of
higher
the
in
purpose
Pathfinder than they were in 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chef has like wrapped on their gauntlet and has their hand up.
Like, I mean, Toto's kind of would be good for anything extra. Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm
the
using
thing
this
I
for a
wanna-
completely selfish reason, so I'm just gonna pluck it out of his hands.
Right.
And then like hold it up for Chef to take.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
I'm just gonna cock my head. I'm like, this is so weird.
As the
Alright.
social wobbly intensifies, what's the rest of the party doing?
I'm probably
Uh,
bombarding with the people for greens and then trying to find everybody else.
What's the caster level on the scroll? It's like 3.
For lesser, it's 2.
2.
Use a scroll. DC is equal to 20 plus the caster level of the
Yeah.
spell you're trying to cast, which would be 3 because you need to be 3 to cast second level
23.
spells.
Very high.
Which means that unless you've got a ton of point use device, you're almost always only succeeding on using things on a natural 20.
I could succeed with a 13
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
if
That's really good.
if Nell is helping me. 10.
I was about to say I have 7 ranks technically in it total because it's one of the bard's abilities.
Mm-hmm.
5 ranks, 5 charisma, so 10 bonus.
I could actually succeed with. What'd you say? I needed 23.
Yep.
Succeed. Yeah, with a. With a 14, I could succeed.
So best chances I think are still me.
Funnily enough, now that I'm thinking about it,
Technically 11 if Nell helps.
I think like most of our party sans like 2 people use charisma as one of their main stats.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
I know, boy, does it show.
We've got the bard, the red mage, the 2 knights, and then bird, blue mage.
You might be. You have great
Yeah,
intelligence, but not the wisdom to actually check and see if a red mage can learn that kind of spell naturally. That's what it would become.
I'm the wisdom one. Whee!
Apparently.
The wisest bird of them all. Wisdom beyond his years of like a couple.
I mean, by chocobo standards, they're wiser than any of them.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are fucking 380 miles away from Moonbright and like 240 miles from the ferry.
That as I did it the next one over, so.
I am gonna go into the hunt office and ask if they have maps of the area, like of between us and Moonbright.
They
We
do.
had a map, but
They
How much to purchase one?
oh, map. And where you guys are, Lullen. 10. Yeah, 10 gil. Like 10 gil.
Well, I'm gonna buy one.
Fairly steep price, but not middle of nowhere. This is the only map we have price.
yeah.
I'm buying a map, and I'm having a look for the ferry because I don't know where that is.
Alright.
So
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
If you flub a UMD check with a scroll, does the scroll evaporate?
I think there's yes,
There's rules for
but
it.
there's also rules for if you critically fail and like other stuff that can happen.
That was
So if I don't roll high on this, it's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of
Yeah.
scroll is it? I missed it.
it's a white mage scroll, actually. But I don't
Oh
know.
my
if
god.
Echo
Oh my god.
can-
You could actually. She could actually.
Yeah, I don't.
assuming you had to
And
read
they-
magic cantrip. Yes. As
Yeah.
the time to
well-
learn it. It's possible.
Have I identified that Echo is indeed a white mage chocobo?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay,
I'm
silly
pretty sure
question.
at some point I've discerned that magic isn't
I-
feed, in fact white magic. I'm pretty sure someone's had me make a check
Yeah,
on that at
you-
some point.
Can
you've
it, can
it's certainly
Echo
been established
read?
that
And can Echo learn from a scroll?
Yeah, first of all, can Echo, the critical questions: can Echo's class learn from a scroll, and can Echo the Chocobo read text on pages?
well, I mean, the thing about
Being the class inherits the ability to automatically understand
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
of that.
it may even transcend her understanding. It just makes sense, kind of like, because it's just pictures and symbols. It's not necessarily
Yeah.
text at all. It's just
If it's like innate to her, then she would look at it and, cock her head to the side, quay a little bit, follow the little trace with her head, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way it's described is kind of like, everybody writes scrolls their own way. So that's
Yeah.
why a lot of the time you need to detect magic or read magic's cantrip.
but it's like
But
I honestly feel like the read magic cantrips. It's so universal. It's almost like you just. If it were me, I'd just rule that every mage has it for free, unless they're just like really adamant
Mhm.
about not having it.
yeah.
It always got it.
I mean, I have detect magic, which I think would be the next best thing, really, because if you
Well,
want to,
there's a difference. Read magic is, oh, I know what magic this is. Detect magic is, yep, that's magic.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the identifying wood, like.
Oh, yeah, that's cedar. That one's pine. That one's
Yeah. I don't
No.
think detect magic's normally not that useful. Every now and
Can
then,
be.
but
It really can
Yeah.
be, man. Fucking looking for magic traps. You checking coffins before you open them.
yep, that's one.
Is
That's
that
what
all
I
oh
magic?
my
meant.
god, I wish I had
That's
that
what I-
4 levels ago. Jesus.
But
That's what I meant. This is a Asmarian citizenship pamphlet.
yeah. Oh god. Will, could you put that up on Twitch for a second?
I didn't get the whips.
It's in the
Thank you,
D&D
streamer.
chat.
Sure, here.
I think the only time I've really seen people use detect magic during battle is
well, you
We're
don't
fighting-
use it in battle.
I know, I'm just
Use it out of battle.
on a side note, I was in a campaign where one of my teammates did use detect magic and they pinged out one of the soldiers as he had a +1 sword. But, yeah.
Well, I'll leave it to Will's. I'll leave it to Will's judgment
Yeah.
of whether or not I
Anyway.
can learn spells from scrolls. I mean, realistically, as a class, it shouldn't be able to. But I mean,
Yeah.
Realistically, it's a chocobo.
yeah, that's the other.
I mean,
I can
I mean, you've got the wisdom to cast it. Like, you'd think
Yeah,
you'd have the wisdom to go, wait a minute, that's white magic.
yeah.
that is resonating in a familiar way. It's all swirly. Follow the swirls.
I would say, yeah.
Oh!
If your class lets you learn from scrolls, you can learn from scrolls. For the sake of this. If white mage can, then white mage can't, because that's fucking the classes.
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't read anything about whether classes can learn spells. I just think that was a thing, except for
Typically,
It'll say.
it'll be a lot of like in taking typical D&Ds for example, it's kind of usually prepared casters versus spontaneous casters.
Yeah.
and stuff,
Basically,
versus-
blue
Like-
mage is
like-
cocked.
Ahem. Like most mages, a white mage can find or purchase scrolls with spells
is.
to add to her repertoire.
Okay.
That's the clause. You can do it.
Okay. I don't even know what
As
know
long
what
as
you
it's
guys
within
are
your
talking about.
spellbook, unless an ability allows you to do otherwise.
Yeah, no. Echo is still off doing whatever the fuck, probably following Nell around, and we're
I'm
sitting
probably,
here debating.
Actually, I'm probably following Koke around right now.
Oh.
Well, then you're here.
Yeah, no. Then you all turn around and just back behind the
Echo-
building, just
yeah.
watching you.
Yeah, we're sitting here arguing about the scroll. Turn around. Queek.
Storing bird.
Like put the scroll in out here.
Like,
I'll
of course,
I'll ask. I'll fucking just ask Echo. Like, if this is white magic, and I've been told that this is white magic by Tiro, I'm just gonna like unfold it and put it in front of Echo's face after taking it back from Chef, and just be like, "Can you learn this? Is this a thing you can do?"
If it works, the scroll will get nommed.
Echo literally just eats it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how Chocobo learns magic. Eat scroll.
I'm
Literally.
so proud of you.
That just perhaps a little on the nose.
head tilt, look at scroll.
Yeah, there's no rolls for this. Usually it's just a.
There's no rules.
That's why read magic is a cantrip. That's
Yeah, they kind of expect you to do that instead of rolling dice.
as you glance through it, and the weird symbols and like little lines all connect, and triangles, and all this geometry, little Chocobo Beautiful Minds moment on the whiteboard. Suddenly it occurs to you, and Koke, in your hand, the scroll just begins to incinerate from the bottom up, and is gone.
You better not be casting that from the scroll right now. Did you learn it?
He has no way to communicate that.
What did I
You
learn?
learned it. Cast it.
I don't even know what it is.
Has to prepare it, I think.
no, not.
Well,
mages in this sort of work.
Oh yeah, they
like,
just kind of know it.
sorcerers.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It is Taro's cunning lesser.
Yeah, which if you'd like to add that to your spell list, I'd recommend that.
It's a
Basically,
third.
adds 4 points to.
It's a
Wait,
level
third
2.
level
spell.
It's a level 2 spell.
That it is. Adds 4 points to one's charisma.
Plus
So
4 to
basically
int.
give a +2 modifier to
It's-
whoever you cast it on.
It's Fox's cunning.
Yeah, it's a renamed Fox's.
Reskinned over for Pathfinder.
Yeah, with Gulka's
Okay.
strength and Mithra's grace and
Yeah. Okay. So
And it lasts for 1 minute per level that you have in White Mage. So
2 minutes.
2.
Cast
Level
it on
2.
me.
So wait, you can cast level 2 spells then? As level 2 white?
no, she can't.
But
Then you go to 3.
I went
Yeah.
timer 3, but I'm almost level 6.
I mean,
We're
you guys
getting
are pretty
level
close
6.
to the ding. And so as you're like, all right, do you learn it? Try to cast it. The Chocobo just looks at you. It's like blink, 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 blink.
Probably haven't even popped up yet, considering I'm still walking there.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Chocobo looks
Give us
frustrated, but you're
500
not sure why.
experience.
actually, that is a good question though,
Well,
because
Mhm.
if you can't cast it, you can still scribe it, but you can't freaking cast it. Trust me, I've
Mhm.
looked this up with Sharon.
But I'm talking, because I mean, this isn't like
Mhm.
the FF system, could be slightly different since it's an MP system and not a.
No, you're still
no.
not the right level to cast it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's we've looked into this where even because it is MP and it isn't like spell slots, and it's like, oh, maybe I don't have a slot, maybe I can still spend the MP. Unless you got the spell level to cast the spell, you still can't consume spells of
No,
that
you
MP.
need
Okay.
you need one more white mage level.
As you all sit around contemplating this, and the bird is lost. All right, so
I mean, it wasn't that expensive of a scroll, but
that's Echo, Koke, Chef, Tyro, and I'd say if you're kind of wandering around looking for him, around now you'd find him.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be heading towards, like, trying to find him.
Yeah. Eleanor, what are you doing?
She probably would have gone back to her night duty and/or new duty now that she's been promoted.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we all agreed to like meet up today, she might if we look around
Yeah,
town.
no, you all agree that this was the day that you were leaving, but you never agreed where you were meeting up, which is why everyone keeps getting so lost. And yeah, in the interim, for context, Eleanor, you did get a very marvelous fancy pantsy ceremony where you were promoted to
Essentially double knighted.
you were
Double
promoted to an Anar Guard, to the fancy painted knights, the guys that you all saw in that sort of parade when you first showed up in Lullen. Those guys, you're one of those things now, which is
Congratulations, you're winner.
they're the knights
I am
for the
now a
royal
knight
family.
+2.
Like they're very specific, They're the king's guard of sorts,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So I decided to +1 her shield.
yeah, and he that is made to happen for you.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, no, this is the day you're leaving. You don't see anybody. You don't know where they are. You looking for them?
Yeah, she would have said, "I'm getting ready to go to Moonbright today to Jormond," and then ran off into town looking for them.
We're right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
A guards along the way, like as you kind of like run around looking around, like where they would have. Oh, I think I saw the blue one going
Hello?
that way. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
And over the course of maybe half an hour party, you've been waiting for maybe an hour-ish now. Eleanor shows up too. You're all there. Congratulations.
As we have
That's
we have some deja vu to the first session.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the
Where are
hunting
you?
office.
Where are you? Oh, we're all in the hunt office now. Okay. Yeah, you're all out front.
All right.
Where you going? What you doing? Presumably you all brought your birds, which are loaded up like fucking a story of greens each. Like.
Need to like get Echo like her own like stall at this point.
Yeah, because
Once everyone is here, I unfurl the map that I've purchased,
Fancy,
and
fancy.
I point to the port to
Okay.
the island that
Yeah.
Moonbright's on, and I want to trace a path like around the Primal Steppe and through the Primal Steppe and go. So, which way are we going?
Yeah. You've got a fancier version of that area, essentially.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to the steppe. Does anybody know a whole lot about it other than Koke, of course?
Can I roll a knowledge?
Okay, of course.
You can roll a knowledge geography.
Geography.
Well, I wouldn't know much
Fuck.
about the steps. You said to the north of there are plains, so I could do knowledge plains.
Oh, no.
That's
Different kind of plains.
different kind of planes. No, planes is
Yeah.
more like the plane of ash, plane of fire,
Like
or plane of
realities,
airplane.
not like horizontal surfaces of grass.
Oh, okay.
You're familiar with the idea that the Primal Steppe is
Tam's gone.
it. Oh, uh-oh. I'm sure I'll bounce back.
Internet bad.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's probably what the. So is anybody there? As was dying. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you've heard of the Primal Steppe, and there it is back.
hey.
As you're familiar
Hey.
with, just literally it says it on the tin. It's old. It's severe, like geographically severe. It's a lot of mountains and plateaus that kind of overlook kind of green valleys, but it's from the outside, people understand it to be irreversible, aside from the natives that live in there that are scary to everyone that is not them.
What are we talking about?
Primal
Makes
Steppe.
sense.
Okay.
A medium low geography roll for it.
the modern stroll.
Mm.
Yeah.
If
It's not a
there's
place
Primal
that
Steppe,
people go. Modern stroll.
if there's a primal step, then there needs to be a modern stroll.
It's not a place people typically go to. A little bit because of the geography, mostly because of the people.
I wonder why.
There's nothing wrong with the people as far as I can tell.
I've got a pretty good sample size here.
One.
I mean, actually,
100%.
I mean, Koke's kind of like free sample size with how tall she is, or rather, how tall she isn't.
Wow. Thanks.
Well, you did show that size comparison chart. Apparently, like,
Mhm. Yeah, here.
I
let
mean,
me-
especially,
I can
especially
find
like,
that.
yeah, especially like Vise and Eleanor, who are like 6'1" and 6'4". So,
It is something to note that Koke is actually is exceptionally short, even for the female Ara. She's shorter than the shortest you could technically be.
Oh, that is hilarious.
yeah.
She is actually shorter than most people.
Well, then
question
don't
is-
thanks me for fucking being accurate.
So do we get to make her angry by calling her short?
No, because she doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dear God.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. My net has been particularly bad the last
Ew.
like 2 days.
Okay.
If I'm, it doesn't go out for more than like 10 minutes at a time, it seems. But
What's your combat
That-
gambit
that's-
then?
my combat gambit is you have my sheet.
Okay. There you go.
Um,
Standard
I just-
chef stab thing.
Just don't let me kill myself. That's a bad thing for friends to let friends do.
What if you kill yourself, you come back stronger than ever, like a Jedi?
I mean, I can just, and you're back again.
Mm.
No, he wouldn't be
It's-
like a Jedi. He'd be more like a Saiyan. He's too edgy for Jedi.
I come back as a vegetable. Wonderful.
Yes.
You know, the sad thing is there is actually a Super Saiyan class.
I believe it.
I think I've read I watched a YouTube story about some dude that played a Super Saiyan in a game once.
Yeah. So, like in the Final Fantasy D20, there is an archetype for monk that is literally just Super Saiyan.
That's ridiculous.
Anyway, the point is, I might need a lot of stuff repeated.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll try to keep a good 10-minute back memory, and we'll try to keep an eye on when you disconnect.
All
But
right.
yeah. Y'all are rallied up. You're equipped with food.
Queen.
What
Where
you
are
doing?
Which way are we? I'm
Alright, so
asking
we're going
the party.
around-
Which way do we want to go? Do we want to go
around
through
this-
or around?
Yeah, around the step or around the step.
Bip or bip?
Eleanor
know.
doesn't care.
It's
Jeff doesn't
faster.
really care.
It's
I guess
faster to go
whatever
there,
is
but the
more
train's more
direct route.
harsh. It's more direct through it.
Mm.
I'd say the fastest way to
I
be
could
on.
go unhindered through rough terrain.
I mean, so then all the chocobos can.
No,
Yeah, all
that's
the
a tamer
chocobos
thing.
can-
Oh,
That's true. Oh, okay.
well then, fuck you.
Well, I guess it'd be ask Koke.
I'm gonna.
She knows the area better than anybody.
Can I see
That's
the
why
map?
she's asking you. Yeah, you.
Am I looming over it?
It's all unfurled, and the whole party's there with
How
with
big is it?
Chocobo casting a shadow. I don't know, fucking 2 hands out, normal map sized,
Everybody can see. it.
Like,
probably
wait, does
18
it sprawl
inches
over a
by-
table, or
18 inches by maybe 25 or 30 inches.
It's a big map, Trig. What do you want to do with it?
I want to peck at the step.
Okay, it's, the step is
Put
being
holes in the
pecked at. You,
Hey, I live there.
Just offended on behalf of the,
hey, I
the
live there.
color.
He just fucking eats the mountains.
Oh no, it's a voodoo map.
Hmm.
Yeah, Koke, what do you think?
I'm fine with going through the step. But from what I know, you guys might not find it agreeable.
Shrug.
Tiro, Nell.
Not agreeable is in we will get murdered terribly, or just it's rough traveling.
Travelers are afraid of it, like because of who the people are and because of the culture that they have. There's a lot of kind of ghost stories, but it isn't like going into. I'm trying to find a good analogy here. It's like a bad neighborhood in New York that everyone tells you like, don't go there. You don't go there.
Are
But
you-
like, I know a cousin's friend's nephew that got mugged when he
that
went there. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's one of those kind of levels of danger analysis.
Okay, in that case,
Little do you know that neighborhood in New York is like they hold festivals there regularly, and they count on people being like, "This is our private festival. We'll just spread rumors that we mug people here."
so in that case, Nell will actually be interested in going through the step to see if those rumors are actually true.
I mean, if they're all like Koke, we should probably just watch our extremities.
You all go in, you all come out
Well, since we
disarmed.
don't know
I
blue
am-
magic, we're okay.
Yeah, that's my mentor, but you don't have to worry too much.
I
Well,
swear,
if
if your
you-
mentor is not a coup,
Well, I suppose if you know the area, it might be a good place to settle down once we get up there.
How? Okay, so here's a weird question: how close to the big yearly combat would we
Yeah.
be?
No, I was just thinking about that. You'd be swinging by on the north side of it. You would be on that side of it, not on your tribe's side of it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and how?
But
how
Isn't the
close-
combat all tribe free for all?
There's a
Well, not free
specific.
for all, but-
There's a specific battle between Koke's tribe and another tribe that takes
Yeah.
place once a year.
You're
Oh,
on
okay.
their side of that line.
It's definitely going to be hostile territory. I mean, I'd love to tear these assholes a new one, but we have kind of a thing we're doing.
I guess the question is, how
So-
many
It's like-
days would that add on to the travel if we were to go north through the plains?
If it's 116 that way,
Mm,
120,
Now that I'm thinking about it,
120.
having memory surge. Koke, wasn't there something you wanted to investigate up north before?
Yeah, but that's gonna take a while. It's just some hump board stuff. It's
I see.
It
So
would
it wouldn't be
maybe
too
add
hard.
another
It wouldn't
half a
be
day.
too hard to go like
Only half a day?
No.
just putting her finger on the map.
Half a day, and not barring any other side tracking.
Mhm.
It's not that bad.
well, I mean, and I point to the area about where the chocobos were spotted. It is kind of out of the way.
It's whip up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
We'd be
The
going.
that way.
the
be
complete wrong
going-
direction, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Whip.
All
To be
right.
fair, it gets you around the step, but, maybe you're also going a little bit easter than wester than
Yeah.
anticipated.
We have other stuff to take care of.
We're
That-
on a 90-day time limit.
Yeah,
Technically,
as
83 at
as
this point.
So
as much as Chef respects, Koke's, quests for power, there are things more important at stake right now.
yeah, that's true.
Like literal steak.
Probably would be
Wait.
better to go around then.
Mm.
Just avoid as much combat as possible.
Other than the occasional goblin
But-
that'll just
but-
torch and try to sneak up on us when we sleep, but yeah.
God,
Echo
so
is
many
like
days.
Echo head tilts and boot and pecks at the step again. Wait,
I think
Echo.
the bird wants to go through.
The bird seems adamant about going through these mountains for some reason.
No, Echo.
Part of battlefield. Why would
We
you
could
want to
all-
go through there?
You and all the other chocobo could move faster on flatter terrain anyway.
Kaya's not here, is she?
don't think
Not
so.
right now, no.
Was she gonna come with us?
It
Doesn't
would-
she like talking with like the committee about like farmland and whatnot?
Yeah, I think she was
She
sticking
was.
around
She was
here.
helping him. She was also maybe planning on helping heal up that groove
Laser.
that you guys
Yeah.
blast in the
The
front
anime
lawn.
cannon, yeah.
But
Yeah, that was fun.
but if you really want her to come, she might come. I mean, fucking did anybody asking her? Did anybody even
I mean,
tell
she
Vis?
is Koke's cohort.
I mean, if I have the option to ask them to come with, I'm absolutely gonna do it. But if they want to come with or if they don't, that's up to them.
Yes. So therein lies the question: Would you have offered that to them before leaving here, or are you now just realizing, oh shit, I should probably tell them we're going, like right now?
I probably would have asked them
Okay.
either on the way to or on the way back from the spider squish.
Okay. They both would be apprehensive to come along. Kaya one wants to be there for the agreements in case they suddenly decide that they want to flatten more of the crescent or eat any other forest for farming, and Vis is afraid of getting in trouble from literally running away because there's no way her dad would let her go anyway.
But Eleanor's coming with.
Eleanor's coming. Do you want to go ask Jermond? would you have then gone to ask Jermond on Vis's
Hey,
behalf?
we've taken 3 of your family's amazing, great holy relics. Can we take your daughter too?
Yeah, please do daughters at that
my.
point.
To be
Unless
fair,
you have no
to be
heirs.
fair, those relics, you guys are holding them for the sake of protecting that daughter. Well, those daughters.
Yeah.
I'm sure they want to leave at least one heir in Lowland.
Yeah, no, Hitomi's not going anywhere. There's no coaxing that could be
No.
done, and she would not be coaxed out anyway.
Oh, right. She ain't leaving until we get the airship fuel, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's waiting for us.
Right. Makes
Mhm.
sense.
I might as well be a terrible person and ask anyway.
Alright. You asked Jermond, after a little. First of all, does Eleanor would you have been around the castle for the sake of this again, like a day or two ago?
If it
Would
depends
you,
on her
would you
job,
have
I guess.
what have you put in your 2 cents? Your job right now would be following those princesses.
Just
One or
following
both
around,
of
so
them,
yeah, as
literally
bodyguard.
just being with them wherever they are now.
Okay. So yeah, I would have been there.
So yeah, do you add your 2 cents in support of this idea of bringing Vis to Moonbright?
She'd be a little worried about it, but she's more feisty than Tomi is.
Okay.
And
It'd
she
be-
did kick some butt with her bow, so everyone, yeah.
It'd be a valuable cultural learning experience for her to go and see the world that she's,
Yeah, her
ruling.
very powerful like level 2 self.
Level 3.
Level
I
3
leveled
now.
up.
Oh, she's level 3 now?
literally leveled up. She brought her on a walk to a cave and they killed spiders together until she leveled up.
That's true.
That was the end of last session. Like,
Yeah, she has a fire rebel level up.
It's just
Like the one
But
stat that goes up.
and
so yeah,
Alright.
Koke roll diplomacy. Eleanor roll assistance for that.
All right, hang on. What is mine? Oh damn.
That's not too bad.
Not bad. We add anything to that? We is with a 26
One
and
one away from a 3 there.
the
That's
knowledge.
no up there. Nice.
Like contented that okay, well Eleanor's gonna be there and like he's got the sword of the father and like all that. Okay, she can come. But like as you're leaving, he does take you aside, Eleanor. It's like, don't let her out of your sight. Whatever you do, like I get it's a city, it's a nice place. I've been there plenty. No back alleys. You stay on the main roads.
Yeah, I'm doing the dad thing. Just don't talk to strangers. Don't do this. Don't do
Don't-
that. Make
Don't
sure
have
she
her out
ties.
after
Make
9.
sure she's not wearing short fitting pants.
I know those outfits kids wear these days. Don't you let her leave camp with one of those.
make sure she's wearing a sweater. It gets cold over there.
Yeah.
Once again, he's already traveling with the worst influence anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have any armor?
She does have armor. Let me
She
actually
does
check
have
her
armor,
character
okay.
sheet. I think it's leather.
I mean, she could probably get an upgrade if she's.
Like if Germond wants to like just supply her with something a little better than her starting gear.
Yeah, you could probably give her like +2 so much. Yeah.
Okay, well, here, let me take a peek here.
They're already spending
Let
like
me take a
like
piece of sheet.
a couple thousand-ish gil
Yeah.
on them.
At
Aether.
at that coaxing, he would between looking at you, looking at Koke, like kind of this really high rolls and like this concern. By the time that she meets up with you guys and flashing forwards, you're all there. You got your chocobos, you're ready to go. Vise comes running over,
Sure.
like, "Hey, wait, I'm coming. Her armor's much nicer now.
All right.
Look at it, glistening with magic. She's wearing some sort of enchanted leather.
Hey, you ready for the trip?
I think so. I've got everything. I don't have a bird. I could ride with somebody, or I could
I
ride
can
the
actually
smart
help you
bird,
with that.
or you
Echo
could
I mean,
make
I
a
used
bird.
to use
Scoops her
summon.
up.
I use summon communal mount.
All right.
I use 2 MP, but whatever. I can summon it up to 6, and that
She
one's
can-
good for.
You don't
That's
have
great.
you don't have to, Tira. She can ride the.
I'm pretty small, so you can ride up on with me.
I mean that sounds fun.
All the
I
inappropriate
mean, I'm
hands.
pretty
Some
sure I want
hands-on riding
get some use out of
experience.
other than just having it as Echo's
You've had plenty of
personal like
practice, so-
murder limit break.
He as she surveys the Echo, the summon mounts, Koke like gesturing to the saddle. She got to look close at Koke. Would the party be comfortable with that? And she kind of like looks at everybody.
Does it matter if they're comfortable with that?
I mean, it matters a little to me, a little at least.
Just an eyebrow raise.
Eyebrow raise, but helmet.
Does anybody care? I mean,
how-
the bird can definitely carry 2 people.
How does an eyebrow raise a?
How does an
What?
eyebrow raise a helmet when you have anime eyebrows?
No. How does an eyebrow raise a butt helmet?
Princess, I would much rather you ride by yourself.
All right.
Ooh.
And I don't want to be getting on anyone's bad side right here on the first day. So and he kind of looks at Echo, looks at the mount. How many did you summon? 1, 6?
Just the one.
Okay.
Just the one. I can summon up to 6. Since it's only one, that one can last up to 10 hours before I have to recast
Oh,
it.
that's nice.
Okay.
So with the day's travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She kind of
I
looks up at the
basically
2 of
burn
them.
2 MP a day for her chocobo. Basically, that's about it.
I can. Does anybody have a preference here? Echo, I'll ride the summoned one because I don't think it'll mind. Like waves hand in front of summoned chocobo eyes.
I've got. Hi.
Yeah, it's probably a little ditzy.
Yeah.
Hi, Chocobo.
It stares into your soul.
Kind of like turns and looks at you.
Well, these ones are technically well trained anyway. Overall, so I can
Um,
summon.
I'm just here to carry somebody or stuff.
I got summoned by magic.
Where we going that way? What am I carrying? Yeah. Uh-huh. Her? Am I carrying her? I think I'm
What is my purpose? You carry people. Oh my god.
And for the sake of this, Vise kind of walks over and gets up on the summoned chocobo and looks out over the party and kind of fusses with the reins.
All right, let's move out.
All right.
She's gonna hop up on her armored bird.
That's 31 I have
Actually-
left. Okay. Thank you, Staphylopius.
Did we ever come up with the rule with that, by the way, for the equip thing?
Hmm?
You
No, I
said
don't think we actually sorted it out.
Yeah, you said needed to think about it.
Which thing?
If it's attuned, does it give you the stat bonuses? Or if you're not
Um,
holding it.
for I would say no, and then my reasoning for that is that I don't want the situation where someone has like I have this great artifact of power that I just keep in my body all the time. I literally never use it. It's just in there for buffs. It's the like you it's hunter melee weapons in World of Warcraft. For a while, like hunters could equip like a staff, but you never use the staff. It's literally just on your back at all times for a buff, and it's like, well, that was bullshit. Like,
Well, okay, question on that, because obviously for hunters a little bit different, because in that case you couldn't carry a main weapon. But what if, well, 'cause in this case, all of the weapons we have here are well, like bows or staffs and whatnot. Like I can understand if if you have it attuned, but then I like decide to get out my short bow, then yeah, obviously I wouldn't have the stats.
yes,
If I'm,
that's
like,
that's the
actually
intent.
my main like equipped weapon, wouldn't it still give the stats?
Yeah, no, that's
So like
if it is the weapon you have equipped, whether you're physically holding it or not physically, if it's the weapon you've got equipped, whether like it's kind of on your back or in your hand, you're good. Like it's doing its weapon thing. But like as soon as you fucking drop it and
As soon
grab
as it-
the other one,
if it
it's
dematerializes,
you're not using it anymore. Like there's a little bit of intent to this, you know.
True. What I was basically checking is like obviously, yeah, if I dematerialize it and I use another weapon, then yeah, I wouldn't take the stats. But say if I dematerialize it, but I don't technically use any other type of weapon, would I still have the stats? Because the main thing I'm trying to figure out is trying to keep the bow or any weapon safe. Because holy shit, that's a treasure.
And by that you mean
And
like
if
the mod, like the raw mod.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is have it dematerialized, but still have it be quote unquote equipped.
Yeah,
if you
I'm-
will.
technically
Is that
gonna-
the one that you would be drawing?
Okay. The main thing I'm getting here is that they were stored physically. That if they're dematerialized, you're technically equipped with it because you have it at your beck and call. But if you
Well-
like just put it in your bag, it's gonna be a solid item.
Well, no, because you can dematerialize it, then use other weapons and stuff. I would say you've got to
conjure them
have it
at
out.
will.
I'd say you've got to have it out for the buffs to kick in.
Okay.
Even though it's like in your body and all that, I'm saying you got to have it out because otherwise you do get permanent buff weapon syndrome. All that sort of thing.
Right. Okay. In that case, I'm probably not going to attune mine.
Mm.
All right. Didn't mean to the sidetrack thing. Sorry.
No,
Carry on.
it's fine. It's a very, very critical clarification. All right. You guys are disembarking here?
Hmm.
Yep.
From Lullen, you got fucking... We'll hop you guys onto the grid here for the sake of this.
Okay.
Flop.
Where are you guys heading? Here, there.
I'm going around the step since that's what everyone.
You wanna
Oh,
go
this is
around,
like-
then probably there.
Yeah, this way.
Where do we? How far do we go in a day? What was it
48, 48 miles. One day, 8 hours of travel later, you're that far.
Woohoo!
God, I'm glad. I'm glad this world is only the size of Earth's moon in surface area. It was like full on Earth size. Like, all right, we need to get over there to that other continent. Pip, 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 pip. We've got like a millimeter.
I mean, that's the Lord of the Rings trilogy
Mhm.
of travel. Like
Mhm.
that's not a.
For the whole
that's a-
series is just getting there.
I mean, you plan the adventures along the way. Like in this case, it would be Moonbright or bust. It would be a journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 hours pass. You guys walk. Anybody got anything during that 8 hours?
Oh wait, no. Well, for 8 hours of
Just
traveling,
the travel.
no.
All right. You arrive at camp. Bam. Coming up on the evening. No, coming up on kind of early afternoon because 8 hours travel. You have your 8 hours for what you will of faffing around camp. If anybody needs to do any
gonna-
crafting.
I'm gonna craft those mealback cards for Nell.
Oh.
Just take a 10 on it.
Can I go back to training with the gunblade?
Absolutely.
But you needed a few days for other stuff.
I need to wait for Echo to level now.
Okay.
All right. Chef hangs out out on the woods in the edge of camp. Oh, out in the plains edge of camp. Which, by the way, you guys have transitioned now as you exited Lullen from, and as the city disappeared behind you, you've gone from forest and farmland into kind of amber, Midwest look plains. Like it's fucking haze as far as the eye can see. Essentially, it's the little wavy stalks of yellow.
Oh, cool.
It's just flat. You look around, it's just flat. Maybe like, oh, I think there's a hill over there. Oh no, maybe that's just a tree. Yeah, no, it's just fucking plains.
Yeah.
And it sure is great. From where you guys are, though, you probably could see the mountain range at the Primal Steppe.
I'll look listfully at it. Just.
But literally, that's the only thing on the horizon in 360 degrees is that mountain range because it's high enough.
Oh, so Texas.
Yeah. Congratulations, you're in space, Texas.
I could agree with that. Having visited Trig, it is flat as fuck.
I like it. Hey,
know.
you haven't been out here where you can fucking see where the land dips over the horizon line. There's just nothing.
No, like fucking driving through Texas to LA, we drive through like the Panhandle and stuff. It is a perfectly straight highway, and I mean perfectly.
It really
straight.
depends. You gotta bear in mind Texas is large, so it's like there's
different
just
areas,
there are
different
lots of
biomes.
flat areas.
Doesn't it take like 13 hours to get from like one side to the other or something like that?
Well, through the Panhandle, you can get through it in a few hours because the speed limit may be 90, but you're really going 180. Like, it is perfectly straight.
Maybe your family. But
you fucking get your radar detector set up, and
you gotta bear in mind. Texas is like as big as it's as big as some countries.
It's one of our largest.
I know.
So it's just like sure there's flat areas, but then there's like hilly bluffs and cliff sides places down.
It is kind of funny. Like, just to finish my thought, it is kind of funny how it can transition. Like when I was driving with your family to the con, it's like flat, 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 flat. Suddenly hills and forest for a few hours, and then back to flat.
Well, when you're going 180 miles an hour, things can come out of nowhere.
And that's why you shouldn't drive at 180 miles an hour. It comes out of nowhere.
Well, it doesn't come out of nowhere. It just comes out of seemingly nowhere.
Yeah.
You guys have your camp though. You sit there. It's 500, so it's not even the full 8 hours of work. So it only takes 4 hours of work. How many hours can you finish at a camp?
Huh?
With the crafting.
Oh, I think it's like halved. Like progress is halved, so it would still.
And yeah, that's probably. If progress is halved, then yeah, it's done anyway. That's how fucking cheap it is. In an afternoon, Koke throws together magic cords that'll help you carry shit.
And then I throw them back in now. There you go. Easy done.
Thank you much.
I imagine muleback cords are just like fancy suspenders.
I mean,
kind of.
Doing some reading, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. There's the evening would be falling as you're finishing that up because it takes your full time because of the penalty. Who's taking first watch?
Chef is still full. Go for it.
I'll do second.
I can do third.
Yeah. So that's
I need my MPs recovered, I think.
no.
Unless it's been days from the.
No.
I mean,
probably. If I'm full magic from the last thing, then.
I mean, we had a week's rest. It would have been
Yeah,
fine.
no, you're.
No, Echo joined us on the expedition for speeders.
on the last
Yeah,
day.
no, but that you still would have had a sleep before you left here.
Okay, so yeah, I can take watch.
I mean, you do you. We can't stop you from doing whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
as proven many times.
Yeah. So the current watch is Chef Eleanor Blank.
Which, I mean, Chef Eleanor, at this point, Nell and Echo, if you want to take watch together.
Sure.
Alright. And you all set up your camp. Vis is helpful because she's got a bunch of points in survival. You
No
get the
more
impression that
destroyed
she's got
Wait.
a
Wait a second. He's got points in survivals. Can she cook?
she doesn't have
That
any
is a
points
survival
in
thing.
she doesn't have any points in
Well,
craft cooking, but she does have
craft
points in survival, which is cooking at a campfire.
Simple
She-
cooking
you know.
is survival.
She could cook things effectively enough to survive off them.
Yes.
Mhm.
She's not gonna make
Anything super tasty,
I
but
mean,
it's
from like the poisoned
she's-
chicken, we can tell that sometimes
Yeah.
survival doesn't really help.
yeah.
There were some very low rolls that went into that chicken. Yeah. But yeah, so
And it was
survival,
wonderful.
survival being your outdoor cooking, cooking being your indoor cooking.
Mhm.
But
well, cooking can be your outdoor cooking too.
yeah, but
Yeah.
for,
This is a
for
better
the sake
version
of
of it.
this,
Anyway,
she can help prepare meals. I mean, you guys all brought rations though.
Yeah, just thinking worst case.
You all just whip out
Yeah.
like your trail mix baggies of nuts and stuff.
I just pull like bark off trees, or just pick up whatever's on
Yeah.
on the floor and just eat that because I can.
yeah, like you polish a rock on your shirt and then you.
I'm eating one of those fancy schmancy greens that Croquet bought me.
Mm.
I found it's best to fast forward through travel stuff.
First, you guys all get to your camp. You fucking sleep. First watch chef. First watch chef. Okay. Watch changes. Second watch Eleanor. Okay. Watch changes. Third watch Nell and Echo. Oh, you guys are alright. Yeah, no, you're all fine. Nothing happens. You're good. Next fucking day. Where you going? What you doing? Another 48 miles on the road.
Eastward ho.
Slightly north or slightly
Northeast.
northeast? Alright. You guys yet again bip 48 miles further, close your destination. You all stop. You set up camp.
Yeah.
Who's taking first watch? Who's taking? Is anybody crafting anything? Is anybody using
Same.
their? Still working on your gunblade.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prep the headband, but without the magic, I
Yeah.
can't do
Okay.
anything.
I can. I'll say
Sorry.
that without the cast, you can get halfway through it before the magic. So if you wanted to start working, like you can get the item ready. It's like, all right, now it needs to actually be magicked.
You
Yeah,
need the
I'll-
finishing touches.
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm
Right.
writing then.
So yeah, you can. How much is the headbands are? It's a 200.
2K.
2K for your crafting. So you're a quarter of the way done with it now. All right. Who's first watch? Who's second watch? Who's third watch?
Tara will take first.
Second verse, same as the first.
Tyro's taking one. Okay.
Echo will assist Tyra, I guess.
Okay.
Or-
Eleanor, you still taking second?
Yeah, she can take second.
Nell, you still taking third?
Yeah.
All right. Tyro, and Echo have relieved Chef of first watch. Okay. Nothing happens. Let's change watches. Nothing happens. Nell, make a perception check.
Oh no, I should have stayed with Nell.
Usually when I go on watch, this happens.
Roll your crit.
Is the second one a-
I said roll your crit.
Yelling at the die doesn't do it.
That was a crit, just not a good one.
Fail. I had to roll one eventually, people.
I know. Looks like yet another battle. Another battle. Eleanor is going to be in her
Has-
PJs.
2 more levels and we won't have
Yeah.
to get anybody to watch anymore.
As,
Yeah,
If only I'd
crap.
taken-
I'm gonna be in my PJs as well.
as you glance around the camp, looking for something, You kind of get distracted by the fucking bird. Watch passes without anything happening.
Oh boy.
Next day, everyone wakes up. Where you going? What you doing?
Continuing.
Keep going.
What are the feeling of
Onwards.
dread?
Normally, I'd say see if we're missing anything, but as far as we know, nothing happened.
Mentioned. We have all burbs. We have all items.
You have a quick check in the morning. You've got all burbs. You have all items. Nothing seems to be amiss.
All right.
You make another 48 miles.
We probably actually missed something really awesome.
Traveling aura, something. Who knows?
You all sit down. You set up camp. You do your wibble. You do your wobble. Anybody making presumably Koke? You're continuing with your crafting on that.
Yep.
All right. With another 500 gold of the net gone, you're halfway done with it. You're just missing the spell now. You need 2 more days at post spell receiving. Chef still working on your gunblade stuff.
One day left.
Alright. Alright. Who's taking first watch? Who's taking second watch? Who's taking third watch?
I ain't taking watch this time.
Which watch you taking?
I'm not taking watch
All right.
tonight.
There is an empty third watch slot. Who's taking it?
I'll take-
Fine. I guess Echo and I are taking it.
Well, that's
Dark
Chef
Mouse.
on third
Dark
watch
Mouse.
with Echo. Leaving Tyro. You still taking the first watch?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's leave Tyro alone on the first watch. Alright.
Sorry, my
First
monitor's
watch.
acting a little bit funky for some reason. Like, it
Oh.
keeps going blank, and it kind of ends up showing me the same problem that Trig has had for a while. Like, basically just showing the grid with no actual mapping. Usually reloading the page works, but it's like such a pain.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me. So
It's so weird.
Anyway.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Second
it's
watch. Eleanor, make a perception check.
Okay, just a moment.
roll your super good crit.
Stop jinxing me.
That works.
Excellent. Excellent.
That'd be a
Excellent.
crit with scimitar. I think.
Yes.
Perception scimitar.
No, I don't have keen on my knight sword yet. That's not a crit.
Yes, though.
You have keen eyes.
Yes, I could
There
gaze
you
people
go.
critically.
Your posture sucks.
It's like if you're trying to sneak through my camp, you're doing it wrong. You got to go down like that. No, like that.
As you glance around, and Will glances through the fucking repository here looking for a Plains battle map. You see kind of lurking towards the edge of camp what you thought was a plant of some kind, but upon further investigation it keeps moving in a weird kind of wobbly way, and then it stops again, and you swear it was just a cactus, but you're sure you just saw it move.
I think I know these things.
Oh shit.
Oh crap.
And
Oh no. Oh
Just
no.
as-
No, no, no.
as they begin to creep up on the camp, wibbly, one step at a time.
Are they
you-
giggling?
Kind of. You pick them out of the darkness immediately with your perception check, and this fucking herd of cactus coming up on camp. What you doing?
She's going to scream, "Everybody up!"
All right.
Oh my
Also-
god. No,
also-
you'll scare them
Most of these
away.
actual practice. That's a new record. Alright,
Double
what am I
check.
blowing
How
up
many
tonight?
tents do you guys have?
I still have the 2.
You still have you have the big pavilion one and the little like medium one.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah.
All right.
I think everybody else had sleeping bags. So yeah.
You want to find a copy of everyone's.
Yeah, I
card
took
there.
the liberty of just putting that on my traveling chocobo, so I'm assuming that Echo just gave it back to me, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't give him back. I left him on the airship, and I'm sure you would have picked him up. You know.
Oh yeah.
I got,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
weak.
yeah, because we had a lot of time since I left them out there. I'm sure you would have found them easily.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Just wrangling all the tokens I need.
Mm,
Fucking
Okay.
chef,
Okay.
fucking.
Will, how much experience with cactars do you have?
You'll
Just
see.
right.
Ask that.
How much are these cactar worth? Fucking praise the cactar.
oh god.
I'll do
No.
it.
No, I was asking.
No.
No, I was asking Will how much experience. How much does he know about cactar in general?
Oh. I've played 10, 12, and a little bit of 9 now.
Okay, good. Giggly, giggly. I like in 10 as a giggle. Hey, giggly noise.
Where the fuck is Feast? Where the fuck's the Feast token? She was in the cave. I could copy and paste her from that cave battle map. God.
All right.
Sorry, everybody. I should have been way better prepared for this eventuality.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's fine. We have low standards.
Oh.
But do our viewers?
All
They
two of them.
watch
All
us,
one of
yes.
them.
Well, I think I see at least 2 people in chat right now. I see Sunlight King 23 and that one ginger kid. Oh,
Yeah, I'm the second.
yeah.
So,
Never
I'm
mind,
just-
one viewer.
Nine.
The other one might be also one of us too. Okay, and there's Feast. Okay. Yay, we all here.
I'll be right back while he sets that up.
Yeah. Sorry.
be
Usually,
right back as
usually
well,
quicker
that's
with
it.
this.
Will still alive?
No, I've
There's
died.
a few cause. And I scroll the party. 2. In the end, I could not find a Plains battle map, so you will be experiencing this on your white camp.
Doing.
God, I feel like I'm back in that fever dream.
Move Nail out of the way so campfire miraculously erupts out of the ground. There we go. I can scroll this guy back. Scroll your boat. There we go. Alright.
Cactus.
And luckily the surprise round has been subverted, so whoever is with us, you may go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll get everybody else as we go through here.
Let's see.
I'll clear the tents out of this. And the campfire.
Oh no! But how will the tents? When will the tents get to act?
The tents are always acting. They know what to do. If people want to fill in their things, I'll go ahead and I will roll the cactar off stream so that we don't have fucking 7 initiative rolls and shit there.
I got a 13.
And back.
13.2.
We're rolling initiative. Go ahead and hop in there. And we need better music. And this is hardly combat
I'm
stuff.
not going ever.
How about some ambient woodland campsite? Mix in a little bit of that.
Oh, and we lost Lyra there, so someone had to take over till they get back.
Yeah, well, we're getting the initiatives as we come in here.
Question is,
Man,
are they
Wells is having like a bad week, I think.
are they actually hostile? Maybe they're just curious.
Jeez.
They're not hostile, they're going to be when I eat one.
Maybe it's
What's
just a
that poor
dancing one game.
cactus?
That's another
Okay, I'm back.
So, do I get to hug the cactus?
18.
Oh, we're rolling initiative. Okay.
Yeah, we're rolling initiative. Sorry about that.
You can't hug anything. What that poor cactus?
So many cacti. So many cacti. 19. Yes. You all are going from being attacked by one much higher CR monster to many lower CR monsters.
None of the chocolate got eaten or anything. I consider that a win.
So like she spotted a threat, and then she's just like, "Oh, plants.
But of course.
Why?" And then her
Of
initiative.
course.
Why? What the fuck?
It's like, oh my
This
god,
is
they're
the
they.
first time we've been woken up by plants.
This is not the first time.
Yeah, certainly won't
Fucking-
be the last.
Yeah. Just kidding. Hello.
Welcome back.
I have returned.
Roll your initiative.
Roll
Echo
initiative.
just multiplies.
As I populate the other chocobo in.
It's a nightmare!
How many do you guys have?
I
You
can
guys
make it a
got
bigger
the
nightmare if you want.
5.
Cactar!
And then Echo.
Yeah. Well, at least now we know, like, if Echo needs a limit break, T-Row!
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Six chocobo charge.
well, the thing is,
Uh-oh.
I think my limit break just creates, they just kind of run in from the wild. So with
From off the
Tyro
map.
getting involved, it's like even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
like stampede, don't they? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Very
stampede.
much.
Look at the chocobo squad.
Birds, light up.
Oh my God.
Chocobos form the mighty chocobo wing.
Wing up.
Give the party haste.
Oh lord. This is gonna be hell for Will if he has to roll for every chocobo and every cactuar too.
Yeah. Chocobo are departing, are not going to be a part of the combat.
Okay.
Not let's
They are
not
there.
let's try and get them to be.
Well, let me go ahead and sort this by order descending. The cactar
Chef.
move first.
You
Chef.
still gotta roll for Vs
Yeah.
there.
Chef
Missing
Chef
missing
needs
Vs,
one.
missing Vs.
Till then.
Good call.
See.
Oh, he's a
Chef.
16. Okay, I see.
Fees, why?
I don't feel as bad now, but I'm still dead fucking last.
After the cactar, actually.
You're having a good dream.
Chef should put his.
Where's his roll? There it is, 16. Alright, I'll get it.
oh,
I'll get it.
My bad.
It's fine. I'll just drag you up here and right between Tyro and. Okay. Everyone has initiative. Board is populated with cactuses, and they're coming at you live. And the
From
move
New
speed
York.
of it's Cactus Night. Move speed of where are you? It's probably gonna be 30. Why is this always the hardest thing for me to find? 20. Oh, fucking slow cactuses.
They're
How are
plants.
they slow?
yeah. Wait a
don't
minute.
know.
Usually, cacti are traditionally a speedy thing.
Maybe
That
maybe
was
maybe it's a typo and it's supposed to be 200.
No.
Oh god.
As they all just saying up to you, punch you once, and then vanish. Oh.
Nope, they'd need spring attack for that.
Which they should have innately because they're
Come on.
springy. Haven't you seen them move?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh god.
Oh yes.
Oh god.
I can't get
no.
all of them, but I can get all you guys at least. Just
Oh,
'cause of the
no.
angle.
Oh,
As
Please let me
it,
afford a will state.
Why is he gonna? Why would a cactus attack us?
because they're dicks.
they are
Pretty
kind
much.
of
No, they're
dicks.
pricks.
Oh, Jesus.
Close enough.
It's this.
Get out.
diagonally, 'cause it's one square in front. Alright. Could I get a reflex save from Nell, Tyro, Koke, Chef, Feast?
Okay, that's a good one at
Yeah,
least.
here we go. This is gonna hurt if you don't make this.
Oh,
Nice roll, Tiro.
thank.
Excellent.
The question is it actually enough?
Oh, shit.
My
You
roll
did
it
say
better be
Lucy
fucking
so
enough.
maybe.
Will it save? That is the question.
Okay,
Nice rolls across the board, though.
Tyro succeeds, Koke does not, Chef succeeds, Nell succeeds. Creatures in the area take 8d4 points of non-elemental damage. Halved DC 20 reflex save.
Ooh.
God.
8d4, that is a weird roll.
It's
As,
meant to be
44 for when it's half.
consistent.
as thousands
Ow.
of tiny needles come spitting out at you guys and cleaving over your entire area and rolling very, very high. Y'all take 22 points of non-elemental
Well, they-
damage.
They
With the
take
exception of, most of you take 11.
11. Yeah.
So yeah, only Koke, you take 22.
Ow, ow, ow. What the hell?
Ow, pointy. God.
And Weasels take 22.
Oh,
God.
that's actually.
Check something here.
I also have to check something real
No, that's
quick
not
here.
working.
These aren't counted as animals, are they? Just
They
checking.
are technically small plant humanoids. So now.
Okay.
That's better. Actually, what was my max? How is it max? Plus the. Okay, no, it's actually. No, that's right. Okay.
'Cause my AC has taken a hit with the battle jammies.
Yeah. Eleanor's actually dressed for this fight. This was on her watch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just another paycheck, and I'll be able to not have to deal with battle jammies ever again.
Where's the thing? There we go. No, that's not it.
Yeah, no, yeah, she also. Alright, it is the next one's turn. Just barely not. Alright. This one is going to run to this corner and will abstain from, and is going to save its attack thing. Koke, it's your turn.
Excellent. I'm gonna move to here, and I want to whap this thing with my.
Make a whap. Critical whap. It has been whapped.
Critical whap.
You did not appreciate getting pinned.
Those
Oh God! Oh no!
Mhm.
I know what's coming. I know how that axe works, Koke. Go
I
for
know
it.
what's happening here.
This
You roll
might
your
one-shot it.
dice and it goes.
This might one-shot it.
It very realistically might. They're fucking Cactar. They got 22 HP by and large. Some of them are more, some of them are less, but on average, 22 HP.
I think it's mostly like the AC you gotta beat, at least in games.
Yeah, their AC is actually very
Does that
high for
kill
the
it?
CR. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. I should say
The
so.
equivalent of last time with me with goblins doing more than twice its HP.
Yeah.
And yeah, eating for yourself as you cleave it in half, like you're chopping down a tree, and it just top half of the cactar timber. The bottom half of the cactar still like one leg cocked, doing like the cactar stance, just stuck there upright.
That's
It's
what a
another
critical hit with a
Cactar's
great axe
turn.
looks like.
Can you close? Oh yes, you can. I'm coming for you.
Isn't creepy sounding at all?
As it charges in, and it's going to make an attack at you, Chef. A slam attack.
Oh no.
1d20 plus.
Come
11.
on.
Charges in. Whoop. Back. Does a 24 hit you?
Yep. Yep.
Damn, he stinks.
Actually, I have to roll a. I've got to type it out because I don't have the right die for this one. Why is that even a thing? Okay, one. As it rolls 1d3 minus 1 for 1. Wow. Cactar, why?
I think I know why 1,000 Needles is 8d4, guys. It's
Yeah.
just a hunch.
It's like just some bats.
Supersonic punch! 1.
This one charges in.
Ow!
Where can you get? Okay, you can get up to Eleanor.
Like you look down, like did that even do anything?
Okay.
Just a little prick.
This one will also charge in right at Eleanor. Bip. Does a 22 hit you?
No. Fuck off.
Right off your big ass armor. You're getting attacked by a cactus. They're bringing Needles to a steel fight. Like, Chef, it's your turn. Something just punched you in the face.
Right.
God.
Well, let's see. Double check
Sorry for
something
breaking
here. All right. Well, Swift for Dark Side, so Bip
Mhm.
and Bip to remember that that's on.
Burning your thing.
And I am going to take a swing with the big old great sword.
Alright.
That was almost a 20.
That actually misses this cactar as it
Oh,
ducks out of your
shit.
way. Because these things have very high ACs for some reason.
I have about a 20-foot movement speed.
20-foot movements, like really low movement, really high AC, really high to hit, really low damage. Like
They probably have the run speed.
I am not gonna have fun with this.
Maybe.
I
They
So
know how to.
even if
They know how to
think
lean.
the range touches.
they actually do not have the run feat.
That's surprising. Why the hell do they have a 20-foot move speed and no run speed when they are notorious for evading and running the fuck away?
I
You're
don't know,
not,
maybe the-
you're not
I'm
taking the
guessing
move,
the
Chef?
creator just.
You done?
Yeah, I don't have any like move actions.
You don't have a second. You don't have. Oh.
Tyro, you're
I can
surrounded
have
by
it.
We're only
plants.
I'm
5.
guessing.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to burn my use of quick cast for the day
Alright.
to cast Mithras Grace Lesser upon myself, giving me a +2 modifier to my dexterity.
Okay.
And then for my standard action, I'm going to attack this one here
Alright.
with Fire One.
Well,
So,
let's see. Vulnerabilities. Ba-ba-ba.
5 for that.
Surprisingly, I think Hector are weak to water.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not. Is that against touch AC?
Touch AC.
There's
Misses.
no way that hits.
This
I
is
was gonna say.
fucking whiffs right by him as he just whoop.
Aw.
It is a weird creature you just launched some fire at, and it's just dancing out of the way. You doing anything else?
That's about all I can do for now.
All right, Echo, your go.
Oh, that's just 30.
The Chocobo are all staring at you, wondering what this one bird's going to do to save them. As you dart around the tent, and
It's
you're taking a peck, you're taking a bite, you're taking a kick, you're taking a spell.
why does capture require it to be reduced HP when it's so weak?
I don't know. Probably because
I probably won't nick one in one shot. I'll probably end up leaving one pretty injured.
Echo, go ahead and make a nature check for me. right here.
Oh yeah, I actually have that, don't I?
I think
Do
you,
I?
yeah, I think you've got knowledge nature. I think you've used that before.
Knowledge nature. Wait,
You think
no,
she'd
I
have
don't.
knowledge
Oh,
nature?
you don't know knowledge nature?
Oh wait, I have a modifier too.
Do you have a rank in it?
How do you have a mod without a rank? Maybe Tamer? Tamer has a thing?
Probably from Tamer.
Yeah.
For the sake of this right now, we'll figure this out later. Just roll whatever you think you have. Just throw the dice.
Okay.
And then we'll fuss it out between the turns. Okay. Yeah. As you glance around, you do notice that this one and this one, this one, are slightly healthier than the other ones, in particular.
I didn't see the second one.
The one
Beast
straight
Man.
north of you.
Beastmasters gain a +2 on knowledge nature checks.
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy, and also the one that Chef is engaged with, are both slightly healthier. Need anything else?
Okay.
You making your melee here?
Wait, hold on. Something doesn't look right on my character. I mean, because yeah,
I was
have,
still really low health from when
Yeah,
I had my token.
I'm at 51 HP and 7 MP. And I'm still full. This one that hasn't been updated. Sorry about that. I just think it's driving me crazy. Okay. Be like, I'm gonna beak it.
You're gonna beak
why
it.
Why you needle my friend?
Okay. Beak the beak the cactus.
Beak cactus. Cactus.
No, think
beat,
of that.
Beat the cactus.
That's a +8.
Out of curiosity, if we had any monks in the party, would they be taking damage every time they punch these things?
Yeah, that's what I was just checking. I was just like looking through their sheets, like, did these things do damage if you hit them? I don't see anything for that, so I'm gonna say no. But yeah.
No way I hit
Let's
that.
see. With a 17, just regular AC? No. You
Yeah.
whiff it. You
Well, it
peck it
doesn't
in, it
matter
ducks
what
out of the
kind
way.
It'd have to be flat-footed.
Okay. This one is gonna... Alright, yeah, no. This one charges straight forwards to here. And he is also going to attempt a cone because I think he's got you guys in a good... Yes, spot. He does. Alright.
Reflex saves.
Could I get a reflex save from Echo, Nell, Tyro, Chef, Vis, Koke? Y'all know who you are. 20's the DC.
Damn it, I'm taking full damage from that.
So am I. I'm probably down.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh god. Okay, so yeah, fucking that
Three
Echo
damage rolls.
succeeds, Chef
Great, the damage
succeeds.
rolls are shit.
Tyro, Nell, Koke, you all fail. Vis also
Come on, all
fails.
ones.
Oh no, Vis,
Well,
why?
nothing but one.
As this thing reels back and is about to cast this, Koke, you catch a strange glance, a strange look from Vis that seems to say, "I'm not gonna make it through this one."
God.
Oh god.
Oh. I'm actually down. I am actually down.
Oh, God.
That is exactly my total HP that I have left right now.
Actually,
Yeah,
if you're at
he's
zero,
he's
you're
at
still
0.
standing.
Yeah,
You're still
there's a
standing
thing for
up.
that.
Yeah, if you're at exactly 0, you're like barely hanging in there.
This
You
makes
can-
odds.
It's half rounded down and rounded up.
Half rounded. We'll say down for this because you guys are enough fucking trouble as it is. Yeah, she takes the whole thing. As V shares this glance with you, Koke, the needles all land, and she's knocked unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see, what is your con? Wow.
I think this is the thing that gives us the most trouble.
In a miracle, Vis is not dead. These fucking Cactar, they do like 1 point of damage in their melees and like 20s in their special abilities. Well, yeah.
12,000 for a reason.
Next Cactar's up. This guy, and he's going to charge in and combat with Eleanor. Or actually, wait, no, where was he? He was back... Was he 20 feet away? Or was he 15 feet away? Can he make this? Yeah, alright, he's making this. He will take an attack of opportunity as he attempts to get onto the side of you for flanking. So you can go ahead and make a swing at him.
Alright, hang on. Unless I roll awful, this should be a hit.
Also, using a potion is a standard action.
Yeah.
On
think.
your... I kind of liked how critical rolled at that part. On yourself or on another person?
Both.
Both? I'm gonna say that using a potion on another person is a standard action. Using a potion on yourself is a move action. It was a little weird change that Critical Role made to keep combat moving, and I really liked it.
No.
So
Okay.
I want to do that.
Okay.
And encourages potion use better than standard action potion chugging,
Yeah.
which is obnoxious. Yeah. Yes, that hits him. You hit the Cactar. Roll your damage.
By the power of this sword, good lord.
Yeah.
Adding my charisma to my attack rolls.
Yeah. Hey, it just knocked Vis unconscious. Go full fury.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. She's trying.
That was an attack of opportunity too. So
Mhm. Yeah, that's...
And it's still up, and which means that it actually gets to make its attack. So it might actually add 2 to that. 25. Just was critical
Yeah,
for you.
that
Just
is-
25.
That is my AC.
He clears it, and he actually clocks
25
you.
AC? I would kill a
For
princess for 25 AC.
maximized 2 damage. These are such a weird animal. These are such a weird monster. Eleanor, it's your
Ow.
turn.
Okay. Alright, she's gonna see everybody getting hurt. 5 foot.
Okay.
Just get out of that. Actually, no. Yeah, she's fine. Okay. She's gonna tell everyone to, everybody who's still up, anyway. Alright, all of you get out of here! No!
Fucking abandoned camp. Leave the dog to
Okay.
take care of them.
Alright, she's going to roll Intimidate check on all of them.
Wait,
Oh.
you have dazzling display?
No, Final Fantasy Intimidate. You can AoE Intimidate.
What? Okay.
You can what?
Final Fantasy.
You
Oh.
what?
Hang on, let me link it.
I have been dreading the feet tax for so long.
The skill you done it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, extra skill bits. Activating an Intimidate skill. Requires to roll an initiative check against all monsters within 30-foot radius. Minus 4 for size penalty, which is
Oh, it's not a shaken. It's a
No, that's a
I'm
taunt.
looking for it. Creatures intimidated. For the next round,
Okay,
all creatures
that's
are affected
entirely
will attack
different.
only you. That's really cool. Creatures
that
who...
is something way different.
Okay.
It's a plant humanoid.
Yeah,
so
no,
it
creatures
should
unable
be
to
able
understand speech. Let me check their... Let me check the
If
intelligence
they
of a
have
character.
like
They can.
3 in.
They do. They are actually very clever. No, they grasp your intent with your intimidate. Go ahead and do your bit.
Alright.
You should
Your
totally
mother
correct
was
it.
a tulip.
Let's see. 10
I've
plus
seen
hit
bigger
die,
shrubberies in the castle.
12 plus wisdom.
Alright, hang on a second.
1, 13. DC 13.
You know what's funny? I could
15 with a
Shitty
2.
roll, but it works.
With the 2 is the lowest you could possibly roll. Still clear some. And 30-foot radius. Jesus. Every single
you.
cactar.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
I bet you wish you had Living Dead.
Wow.
All right.
That is an amazing taunt. All right.
As a swift action before I end my turn,
Mhm.
Shield Oath.
Okay. What does that do?
Please. For the rest of the fight, I get plus. Let's see, +2 to my AC and +3 to my attack rolls, as well as DR3.
That's amazing. Is that a once a day
That's
thing or
shield
like?
oath.
Once it lasts until I switch oaths, which I can only do once right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, no. Eleanor is. God damn.
I'm doing my MMO.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone's like seen fucking Log Horizon, but Ankura Howl. Next up is that guy who is now has to attack you. And because you're scary, we're gonna go ahead and do that from a distance. Because it's not making that caveat here. Yeah, no, yeah. It presumably could attack with anything, so it's gonna go ahead and spray you with needles. Go ahead and
for it.
Does that hit his
Does it
friends
friendly
too?
fire?
Does it
Friendly
friendly fire?
does that friendly fire. Ba-ba-ba, spray needles out at targets in 30-foot cone, creatures within the area. Creatures within the area.
Sounds like friendly fire.
That sounds like friendly fire. Let's see if there's a way that he can get around this.
If it doesn't, if
Unless
it
he has a
doesn't
feat
say,
that can selectively do it.
if it does
Yeah.
not say enemies,
It doesn't say
friendly
enemies.
fires.
It says creatures within area.
Yep, then it friendly fires absolutely. No way around it.
Oh shit. What way can you do this that you won't hit every? Well, you only hit those two.
They were like Bob anyway.
This is for stealing my dinner last
You
week.
can get here, and no, that'll still hit. You can get here. Yeah, there we go.
No!
That'll get you guys, but not Tyro, luckily.
Thank
Down to
God.
45
thankfully.
here.
I
barely
will
missing
die
that
if I get
row.
hit by another.
There's a 10th blocking
Okay, yeah.
Poke.
Well, she's literally the tile out of its range. It's gonna close up on you guys, and it's going to cone into you. Could I get a roll from
Wait,
Eleanor?
how's it coded?
Yeah.
Like,
Cones, one tile in front of it. Beep to 30. Beep to 30. Just
so it's
barely
friendly
missing
firing
Tyro.
3
Is
of
this considered
them.
a spell
What?
out of curiosity?
Yes, but it is a special ability.
Ah. I'll say with the spell, I might have something against that.
I have spell resistance. I'm just throwing that out there in case that's relevant.
Okay. I don't think that's relevant because this is considered a special ability. As soon as a blue maze learns it, it becomes a spell, but otherwise I think it's a special ability. So yeah, he is trading hitting 3 of his friends for hitting 3 of you. And we're gonna see if that tends out for him.
I rolled it. That's my reflex.
Do I
All of
do
you
I need
pass
to?
it.
Fucking God.
No,
No.
you're
No.
Please roll
Okay.
low.
you guys
Please
are
roll
all
low.
in the row out of the 45 on that. Oh wait, shit. Never mind. You do. You do. My depth perception was off. Yes, you DC 20. You got it. His friends that he's hitting. You. And your reflex save is
The
plus
reflex
8.
save should be like I'm seeing.
Plus 8, so yeah. Fails it. Passes it. Fails it by 1. 11 plus,
God.
plus 8. 19. One shy.
Its friends were more taken off guard than we were.
Yeah.
Oh. Fucking tragic spell. C4. 26. Oh, 20. Look at all those 4s. These things are like so many 4s.
I am way in the negatives.
Oh,
You're
how far into the
probably-
negatives?
You're probably dead.
Oh, God.
You take half damage, remember? Because you made the save.
13.
At -3 then.
Yeah. What's your constitution?
It's 14.
Yeah. Just
You can't take free actions when it's not your turn, right?
no.
only immediate.
No, you can take an immediate
Oh.
action when it's not your turn, but yeah.
You can talk still though.
I
Alright.
have 6 hit points. Dark side will bring me to 1.
These characters
alright.
are proving way more challenging than anticipated.
Well,
Yeah, because they
yes, they
keep
are.
rolling perfect
but-
fucking d4s.
Mhm.
yeah, I'm sure, but I'm sure 2 of them are like dead.
Yeah,
now.
no. Which, by the way, 26. This one took half. Halved of the. That's 13. So you are actually still alive.
Wait, which one's dead? Which one's still alive?
This one right here is still alive.
Let's see here.
This guy is. Yeah, no, both of them are eviscerated. Even the higher health one. As you watch this cloud of needles that it thinks that it's being very sly and getting in on the injured party, showers over them. 2 of his friends are destroyed by the onslaught. All right,
No.
it's Visa's turn. She is unconscious. I guess stabilize roll. God, I've never done a stabilize roll before.
I know.
I've never had a character go unconscious. My other character in the other campaign, he's a robot.
You have had a character die though.
Yeah, that's true. I have had a character die, but there was no unconsciousness. That building
there
was
was
very
just-
tall.
No, I was just eviscerated.
That was just a lot of damage as you
It's a con check, and I think it's like DC 10 plus
Plus.
every point they're negative, so
She is very points negative. She is negative 20. I mean, well, negative 10.
Holy.
She's negative 10. She's negative 10. 10 plus all the points she's negative, or 10 minus?
what's her con score?
Her con is 11.
She can go down to minus
Oh.
11.
God, this will kill her. If she doesn't make this will kill her.
She rolled a 10. I don't know if that is good or bad.
She's gone.
If she's at minus 10 and
Mhm.
failed that roll, she takes 1 damage and dies.
Well, she rolled a 10 on the die. What do I add to this?
Oh,
Again,
Constitution mod,
her con.
Her con mod,
which would be
is
0.
The DC for this is a 21 right now.
So yeah. So there's literally no way she can even roll this.
She's dead.
Wait, no.
Unless she gets a
Have
crit.
her hold her.
no.
Have her hold her turn.
Well,
That's not how this
Con.
works.
am I not rolling the right die? It's a D10, right?
No,
it's
it's
a
a
D20.
D20.
Never mind. I'm fucking
Wait,
rolling the
wait,
wrong
if you
die.
rolled if you rolled a
Wait, that was
D10
wasn't that
and she
a-
got a 10, come
Yeah,
on.
I rolled the D10 and it was a 10. It wasn't 3.5 D10s? It was on
No.
a 10.
No.
It was on a.
No,
Never mind.
it's
I
all
think it was a
D20.
D100.
I have a memory there that is being implanted in my mind from an alternate reality because I am positive that's how that used to work.
No.
I don't know
I
about
think a
that.
3.5 was a D100, but use 2 D10s for that. Come on, use the cat.
And this is
you-
where we die.
Come on. You rolled a 10 on a D10. It's gonna count for something.
Plus 0. And what was the DC? DC 20?
21-ish? 20, yeah,
21-ish? 20?
20. Yeah.
She rolled an 18.
Plus 0.
Plus 0.
Plus 0.
Have her hold on. No.
God. Fucking
No.
Christ.
She bleeds out.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Fortunately, Koke, you have race.
Vis has failed her. She's been brought down to negative 11. Which, by the way, it's equal to, not greater than, right? God, we are not knowledgeable enough of this, or I am not. So yeah,
It doesn't come up very much.
She is currently equal to her constitution in negative. Does that mean she is dead?
Yeah.
Or is it greater than?
She's dead.
Okay, then Visa's dead. Now it is your turn. As the princess's lifeless body flops to the ground
Yeah.
in a shower of
Coke.
needles.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
She
gonna
was
have to roll
already
stabilize.
Fortunately-
flopped on the ground.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Koke, you got to see that.
Yeah, from fucking 5 feet away.
Okay, what do I gotta roll to stabilize?
Huh.
She can't. She's dead.
She's already
no,
dead.
No,
Oh.
Nell's
No,
No,
unconscious.
you're unconscious.
1d20 plus your con. The DC will be
13 then?
10 plus the amount of health you're missing past 0.
So yeah, 13.
Con mod?
Yeah.
Con.
A con roll for DC 13.
I thought it was a.
You
Crap,
No,
what
that's
was
for
the
something
DC?
else. Yeah. Okay.
I doubt I made it anyways. What was the
No,
DC?
you 13. You missed it.
Yeah, no.
You
No,
picked
so-
down 1 point of health then, right?
Yeah, 1 bleed.
It is that Cactar's turn.
So what am I planning to give either Beacon Vis or Tiro Potion on my turn?
Which is the best way to go with this?
Come at
Yeah,
me, bro.
no, I'm gonna fucking block it. Oh no, shit! He has to come after you. He has to come after you. Which, by the way, Echo,
Over
you take
here.
an attack of opportunity as he exits one of your threatened squares.
All right, I'll attack. I'll peck at him. Oh,
Oh,
man!
You whiff
Damn
him
it.
as he goes
Almost.
by, as he has no choice but to advance on Eleanor and make a melee attack. At a 1d20 plus 11. God, 8d4 points of damage. That has to be a typo, right?
maybe.
26.
That
Is
is
you?
me.
Even with your buff?
Good luck getting past
Even,
the DR,
even
though.
with the buff.
Okay.
Yeah, I have DR.
Do you have DR greater than 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it
3.
cannot deal
DR
damage to
3.
you.
It can't hurt me.
It whacks pitifully at you without even a damage roll because it can't actually clear your damage resistance. It's that one's turn, but it is dead. Removing it from the thing. Okay, it's your turn. You
Limit
are-
breaks are swift actions, right?
I believe
Depends
so. It
on
might depend on
which
the limit break.
It depends on the limit break.
It doesn't say what type of action this limit break is.
I will check it then. It might be universal.
It
Typically,
might stay at the very end.
typically the way the limit breaks work is unless it says so, it's a standard. Excuse me.
Limit. Oh,
Or unless it says otherwise, it's a standard.
I don't think so. There's no just page limit breaks here.
It's hidden. It's under what is it?
Yeah, okay.
It's in a weird spot.
Yeah, I'll just control F the fucking full player handbook and see what I find.
Where is it? Yeah, it's under miscellaneous rules on the menu.
So it's just a standard unless it says it's a swift.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm checking here. Oh god, there's so many iterations of the term limit break in the rulebook. Okay, where did you say it was in the menus?
Just miscellaneous rules on the menu there on the left.
I get 1 health because I've got fast healing 1 under 50%.
Miscellaneous rules.
It just says right at the top there.
Limit break requires standard action. Yeah, that's your true. You true.
Well, I'm going to activate the limit break as a summoning, and I'm going to summon an Ochu
Okay.
up here
Okay.
at 25 feet away from me, because it appears anywhere within 30 feet, so I'm aiming it over there. And I can summon up to twice my hit die, which is twice my level in hit die. Ochu is 8, I'm 5, so I can do that. Give me a big, large
Find
plant.
the Proper. I can't even find the same plant that I used. That's such a shame.
Do you have the old map still in
I
archives
do. I
or
think I
something?
deleted it. I deleted the thing off from it.
Aw. This is why I keep all my pages in archives.
What's the size of the Ochu?
Large.
I'm gonna put him in huge sizing because his body is then large. Bip. You wanted him here? Where was he centered? 30?
He's here. He's here.
Okay. Bip. Ochu has arrived. I'll move him under your control so you can fill him in with whatever you got.
Does he roll his own initiative? Does he go at the end of the order? Does he go now?
Does the
If it's a
limit break
pet, it goes
specify?
with your initiative.
Yeah.
If it's a pet, it's on your initiative, and I'd assume it doesn't have summoning sickness. If it's a limit break, like why would it have another turn wind up?
No, that's
like,
true. Yeah, I'd imagine in the spirit of what a limit break is, it should be able to attack this turn.
If you want to flank this one,
I'm at
Yeah.
low.
This
Got
one will
one.
have to.
Yeah.
This one will have to rush Eleanor.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're all moving for Eleanor next turn. So if you can get them an attack of opportunity,
We could both get AOs here. Just be careful you don't get AO'd yourself.
that one's dead.
Oh no, wait, that one's dead. The one to her right is dead.
No, like moving up to this one to get here.
Oh.
I can go
Okay,
here though.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go 15 like that, and kind of
Alright.
like skirt
I'd-
it out.
Yeah, I'd go around it to get
Okay,
to there then.
You optimize your path of attack and you come in from this right quarter panel.
My
You've got a
Ochu
swift, I guess.
goes.
Yeah, your Ochu. You can go ahead and do Ochu things. Do you have
My
the page up for
Ochu.
Ochus?
yes, I do.
All
My
right,
Ochu
excellent.
has
My
Reach.
Ochu brings something for
a
it.
15 actually with it. It is right here. It is going to make a full attack action
Beautiful.
on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to start with the bite attack. Damn.
That whiffs it.
And then one tentacle.
That hits.
Crit.
Critical
Nice.
tentacle.
Smash.
I'll roll that damage.
It is still up.
And
As
then
it smacked outside its leafy head with that other leafy
second
thing.
tentacle.
Miss.
But it has a free grab on that first one.
Okay, yeah, no, that's true. And let me check the.
Does a 33 grapple it?
Yes, with a combat maneuver defensive 11. Yes, the 33 grapples.
Jeez.
So that cactuar there is now grappled by the big Ochu.
Put a
Man,
marker on him.
11? Like 11?
Yes, 11.
I could make a trip attempt and not fail
Prone,
with a
prone all the Ochus.
Jesus.
I don't know what he was thinking when he designed these things.
Yeah, no, like the special attack just does
Weird.
so much damage, and
Well,
They're
Cactuar.
probably not
Cactuar
supposed to
are-
come. They're not supposed to come in batches of.
7 or 6, 7.
They're not
Yeah.
supposed to come in batches of 7 and then go before everyone else.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they did roll really high in the initiative.
well, because they're Cactuar. They're
Oh.
host.
They also literally rolled high, like a lot of 18s and stuff.
Mhm.
Like 56d4 is not something you scoff at.
But yeah, okay, that's you. Don't got any swifts or anything, okay?
Swift was the limit break.
No, that's a
Stand was the
standard.
limit break.
Oh,
As a swift, I'll grow my gore attack.
Okay, you have a gore attack. If you're used to the horns turning around as they just flip on her face.
Attack mode.
Attack mode.
I
This-
place Koke down in attack mode.
I'm always in attack mode.
So
All right, bring it on,
this
buddy.
Cactuar is contractually obligated to make a move to go for Eleanor. Fucking he can't really get that far. You go 5 feet.
Yes!
There. Yes, that hits it. And then 20 and 15. Eh.
I don't.
All right, it's
What
it
was
will-
the?
Koke, as you whiff it, you watch it clomp over Visa's body as it just runs over to Eleanor.
Wait, how did Koke miss it?
You rolled 25?
Oh no, I rolled a 25. I saw 15, and I'm just
Oh.
okay. So
No, that's
You both make contact.
tag team.
Come on!
It's so funny watching all these cacti converge. Between the two of you, I am not gonna
Well,
point
I feel-
fingers,
Useful.
but between the two of you, it is destroyed entirely.
Chef, turn your dark side off. God.
It tries to move and it just gets cut in half like a melon both ways. Like
Yeah.
like
You're
all
you're cut-
3 ways it can be cut in half.
You killed my net with that thing. Oh no.
my attack so powerful, it breaks the barrier.
Sliced him right out of the internet. All right, that one's down.
All right, cool.
Next up is that one.
Come at me, bro.
who is going to attempt to move away from the Ochu because it has to go attack Eleanor.
I get an
Takes
attack of
attack of
opportunity
opportunity.
because it's. Yep. So it's gonna get tentacled.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
No, tentacle whiffs over it. Closes Eleanor. Natural 20 on its.
Yeah.
Which
Come on.
means that it could do, which actually
Could do
that's better
some.
for it to not get the
It
mod in
could
both
do-
of them.
It
Could it
could
do?
do 4 damage.
Come on!
Or,
we
for a
do.
whopping, well, which should be 1 damage, but
Slash roll 2d3 minus 1. Can you do it?
oh, it could do 5
No.
damage.
No, you can't.
Oh, then.
Do you even lift,
As
bro?
it does not clear your DR yet again, and you watch as these things pitifully whap against your armor with their little spiked hands. Chef, it is your turn.
I gotta wait for him to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
dark
That's the
side,
case.
dark side ticks him down to 1 health.
Yeah, Darkseid takes 5 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go turn my boiler off because it is currently on, and now it's
Okay.
very warm in here.
Okay.
Alright.
I got a whip
Oh,
to
Lord.
stand by.
I'll be right back.
All right, Echo, please heal people when your turn
I
comes
wa-
up.
I
Please.
want to,
Mhm.
but I also want to tame one because Cacto our pet that I can summon at will.
What percent health do they have to be at for you to be able to Pokeball them?
A 4th.
A fourth?
Yes.
4th of low is not much.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Which is why
yeah,
it's
that's
so
really
bullshit.
hard. That's really hard to get them that low
Without killing it, yeah.
without killing them.
Yeah. Does Tamer get an ability like false swipes?
You do notice as your Tamer survey the battlefield, this one has yet to take damage yet. You notice this one is almost at a quarter, which surely means that anything that hits it will kill it. And this one is at about half and is grappled.
Wait, what's my 6? Where's my 9? Where's 13? What is absolute max damage?
Aren't you at 0 HP over there, though?
I get it close, but I couldn't get it quite there.
Don't you have 0 HP over there?
I do, but technically, because of 0 HP, I'm still standing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're
I
standing. you
have
can only
the,
do one thing.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got
Can't
you,
move.
you
You
don't
can't
have
fall
your,
around.
Yeah, you have a
One or
single
the other.
standard action.
Yeah.
But can I limit break is the question.
Yes.
Yes.
If
As
it's
long as it
okay.
doesn't take a full round.
Yeah,
if
if it's a
you
standard
if you can
action,
standard your
absolutely.
limit break. Yeah, there's no
Uh,
reason you shouldn't.
Well,
In
let me
fact,
read this off and see if it works.
This is perhaps the best situation to do that.
Tam's on the way.
Mhm.
Discord's taking a while to
Yeah.
connect.
So, my limit break. Dual
Mhm.
spell casting. The limit break allows the red mage to cast a healing spell and a damage spell in the same round for a duration of 1 round plus 1 round per 4 red mage levels. I'm at the 5th level, so that gives me 2 rounds to do this. MP must
Okay.
be paid for both spells. This limit break requires only a swift action.
Well, then you're fine.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The question is the swift action doing both spells and then I get my standard, or is it I'm using my standard action to do the 2 spells?
No, you're activating the ability to cast 2 spells at 1 standard.
Okay, so okay,
Yeah.
got
You're only using your
so like-
swift to do this.
okay.
And because you're activating the ability to do it for 2 turns.
Yeah.
And then you'll still have either a standard or a move. Although if you're going to heal yourself, you'll get your full action economy back. That's up to you.
Yeah.
Nell is kind of dying, so you might want to
Yeah, this
heal
is
her.
part of the reason why I'd be casting that. So, do we want to stay Chef's turn until then, or should I just...
We can wait. It shouldn't be much longer.
Okay.
Discord is taking a second to reconnect me. I'll be there soon. Never mind. What's the situation?
Situation
I'm out the limit break
is
shit.
Tyro's put the limit break. Chef's down at 1 HP. All of the closest one to him is 25 feet away, so he could advance and whap one of them. He could, in fact, whap one that's even a little bit further away.
Doesn't Chef have Dark Side up, so that doesn't that take HP?
He does, and I already subtracted. He's still alive. I would presume that we're
1
turning
HP.
that off now at this turn.
Chef is going to use a swift action to turn on Living Dead.
I don't know what that is. Living
Can't
Yes,
be
it's
reduced
limited.
below 1 HP for 3 turns without crit.
Excellent.
So dark side won't kill.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a clever little use
unique.
of that.
That's unique to him. Yeah, he can't go below 1. And that's specific to his Final Fantasy XIV Dark Knight that he's playing.
Thank God this is not the 14 version, because otherwise you had to be healed. for
Healed
your
all the way
maximum
back up to
HP value. That would have sucked.
Yeah, that would suck. That would suck so much.
Yeah.
How much HP do you have? 50. Well, shit. You ain't living.
Yeah.
I will perhaps take this opportunity to use the bathroom real quick.
Standard
Good deal.
action, use Cure Materia on Nell.
Okay. So yeah, he's
You keep my drink here and that.
moves 15 feet. He's kind of with
I
Nell.
forgot Chef had a cafeteria.
You don't
I
have
think
to. You don't have
it's
to be within
ranged.
touch range. It's ranged. So.
Oh, it's ranged. Never mind. I'll whip
Hey.
it back.
Got your back.
Hey.
There you
Hi.
go.
Okay, so I just
You wanted to cure materia?
yeah, cure materia. Did anyone roll it or not?
No.
No, yeah.
Not yet.
No,
Said
just
it.
about to.
1d6 plus 5 charisma plus 5 UMD is 10. And
Damn, it's almost as good as mine.
it's a range thing, so I can do it from over here.
Yeah.
And Nell,
and then
as
limit.
as you're laying on the ground, just like in unconsciousness, just all of a sudden, Dark Knight powers and you're good to go.
I don't understand what happened, but I'll
And-
go with it.
And I'm gonna move up here and get ready to fuck this thing up if it moves.
Okay.
He's got his limit break on.
And that's that taunt thing. That's only one turn, right?
Yeah, I have to taunt them again to do it again.
Okay.
It'll wear off on her next.
On my turn.
Okay. Tyro, it's your turn. What are you
I'm
doing?
going to limit break. I'm going to
Alright.
limit break into dual casting. I get 2 rounds of this to give me my current caster level. So, first, I'm going to cast Cure 1 upon myself.
Excellent.
Good.
Go for it.
D6 plus 12 gives me 15 back to my HP.
Splendid. You have a move action again.
Yeah. Alright, now for the attack spell.
I am going to attack.
Wait. You just. Oh, you drank. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I healed. I used Cure 1 and then.
Yeah, his limit break lets him dual cast.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
For
I
one
didn't
round
hear it.
plus-
I
yeah.
didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
it's for
double
1 round
casting here.
plus 1 additional round for every 4 levels that I have. So, yeah. So, yeah. Alright, and for my attack action,
Oh, then my.
fire 1 on. Okay, how far am I from?
I mean, let him heal himself, so.
Let's see, that's 20. That's 30. Okay, so I can hit either one. Okay. I'm going to go for. Switch back to the pointer. There we go. I'll go for this one here. Okay.
Okay.
20 plus.
Hit it.
Yes.
Alright.
That's
That
touch AC,
did
so.
Touches
Or rather,
it even if
range
it
touch,
wasn't.
range touch
Yeah.
AC, sorry.
Yeah. No. It's touch AC. You hit it. You good?
Oh, this thing's gonna fucking die. Okay.
Good.
Okay, roll.
Maybe it'll just survive.
Oh, no.
Which one?
D6.
The one behind
middle one.
Ellen. I think it's
The
at
one
full
that-
health.
Yeah.
Yes, it's,
Yeah,
it's,
this one.
it's the one at
Yep.
full health.
Okay. 1d6, that's 4 for the charisma, 5 for my caster level, and 4 my intelligence with Ruby Knowledge and Ruby Knowledge Mastery. So that's 9 plus 4 is 13.
Nice hit, but
It is still alive.
Does it take more damage?
Oh
'cause it's
wait,
prone?
it has to make a I believe reflex save to resist being burnt, which it'll
Okay.
probably make because it's only a
Reflex,
spell DC I believe is 15 for that.
8. D20 plus 8. Spell DC 15, you say?
oh yeah.
Wow.
You made it.
Jesus. Yeah, so it resists the burn, sadly.
Does that bring it down to like quarter health though? For
It-
Echo though.
3.
God, please.
It is, in fact, to the point, exactly at a quarter health, which is a miracle because it isn't. It's one of the less healthy ones, but it is
Nice.
still alive, just barely at a
It's-
quarter health.
The only reason why is 'cause I only rolled a fucking 2 for the base roll on that.
Oh no, wait, actually, yeah, it's a little bit less than a quarter health. Never mind. Yeah,
And it's Echo's turn next. Nice.
it's 3 out of 18.
Okay.
All right, is that all your things you can do, Tyro?
That's all I can do right now.
It is Echo's turn. There are 2
All right.
but left on the board. One of them, no, there's 3 left on the board. One of them's grappled though, but
I'm gonna go around.
as you inch your way around the attacks of opportunity.
And I'm gonna be like, I pull out a bell. No one
Okay.
knows where I pulled the bell out
Yeah.
from.
Just
I just pull out a
Oh
bell.
my god. And try to Pokeball it.
Just make
Wild
sure it's
empathy
right.
check. Okay, so how does wild empathy work?
This is the first time-
Trig.
I've been waiting to use this forever. All right, how does it work? All right, let me read it.
I'm sorry. It's like
Diplomacy
I got
check. Diplomacy check.
with my tamer level too. So
Uh,
it's okay.
Oh, wait. My bad. 1d20 tamer level charisma mod.
Hope your charisma's decent.
what's the DC for it? For Will's sake.
To use wild. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Maybe tamer changes it because that doesn't. Because this says it. You need a minute of sitting with it.
Yeah. No. Tamer is use wild empathy. That has 25% of its HP remaining or lower.
The
Hang on a
DC of this
second.
check is equal to the creature's hit. What? The DC of this check is equal to the creature's hit die? That's so low.
Well, considering you have to beat it down within an inch of its life before you can roll.
It has.
Yeah.
This check is a DC of 4.
1d20 plus your tamer levels plus your charisma modifier.
You've just got to roll above a 4.
Wait, how many hit dice does it have total?
4.
Actually.
4.
4d8 plus 4. That is the Cactar.
As long as you don't crit fail, you should have it.
Okay. Okay.
It's weird rules, but hey.
It's the first time I'll be able
We're
to change
detecting
something.
a lot of weird rules this session so far.
Yeah.
In the fringe mathematics of this, it's like, all right, the DC for this is gonna be its hit die. So at highest, it's gonna be like 15 by end game. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, oh, this CR2 monster. How
Yeah.
much damage did it do in a turn? Like 22 to everyone. Yeah,
Really only
This is a good idea, right?
4.
that seems to check out with the math. You make it.
You got it.
Now the creature immediately goes, "Oh, I like you," and disappears.
Okay. The Cactar's gone.
Where the creature goes is unknown.
unknown.
The party.
Amazing.
The party
I wasn't
just
more
watched
terrified. She wondered what the hell's
Echo.
going on.
run up to one of these Cactar in the middle of this battle. Everyone just sees her do it. She reaches around the side of her, out of just at a line of sight of everybody, pulls out a bell. Don't know where that came from. Baps it in the head, like rings a little, and the Cactar vanishes from existence.
Well, it immediately just scuffles off into the distance without having an animation.
Yeah.
The Cactar enters a T-pose and slides off the map then.
Flatly flat.
Oh my god.
Fades out.
Just for your sake, Will, Echo can't control
Everyone is dead.
creatures
Everyone's dead.
beyond double her tamer level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so-
we
Like that's
But
the
we-
maximum stable size.
Eleanor, it's
Yeah.
your turn. There is one that with you, and there is one being grappled. What you doing?
Well, considering everybody's here now, I might as well just attack it.
By the way, Chef is glowing the most red you've ever seen them glow, and is laughing maniacally.
A raspy, creepy laugh. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna burn a Pluto point and use Thunderblade.
Isn't it like the middle of the night too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
no, we're
it's
fighting
in the
the
dark.
cactus in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
In the middle
yeah.
of
This was
the
second
plains.
watch, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
definitely middle of the night.
15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So because of Shield Oath, I take -2 to my damage.
Mhm.
But this is
I'm
her
sure you'll
normal-
kill it anyway.
her normal attack plus the D6 Thunder.
Just gotta clear 7.
Wrong dice,
Why
sorry.
19 damage.
Sorry.
can-
Yeah, sorry. I hit 2 instead of 1. Okay. Try that again.
Okay.
There we go.
You slaughter it right there. Bap, bap. Cleave it
Just
right in
the-
half with the sword of the father. Big
Yeah.
bolt of lightning streaks off you, new Thor movie style, and it's gone. All right.
I can actually keep 2 hit die more of monsters in my stable.
Yeah.
So there's this cacti right here. It's currently being grappled. It can't go after anyone other than the thing that's grabbing it, so it's going to try to do that. What's the penalty for whapping the thing that... Is there a penalty?
Minus-
-2? Minus...
-2? Minus.
I think it's -2 attack and -4 to anything dex related. So.
I think that's accurate. We'll fucking roll with it. 13, is that at the Ocho?
No.
It rolled trash anyway. It would be Visa's turn, but she's dead. Nell, you are conscious. What's you doing?
Indeed I am. And it is exactly within range. I want this thing to fucking die. I'm gonna use Throw Requiem on it.
All right. In the classic way that all these battles seem to end, you sing the last mob to death. Go ahead and make your rolls.
It's like twirls her harp and I hate you. You need to die now.
Not at land, but yeah, pretty much.
I
I hate these cacti. They're all pointy and sharp.
Nice.
Everybody in the comments,
I'm
leave
gonna-
Beauty and the
lyrics for
Beast.
Nell's song.
I'm
rather
gonna
eat a
sing
cactus
it
and
till
shit
it
the
dies.
You are doing Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, all I had to do was DC of 12 to get the song.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Plus 14. That's a good bonus.
Well, I've just actually I was
I think I remember this by
Excuse me.
I hate my family. They're all liars and cheaters. I sometimes wish they'd all just die.
Oh, yeah, I've got to roll the DC save on this. It's going to be a 13.
13's for the reflex save?
Yeah.
Four,
I think it's a
isn't it?
fort save.
I thought it was a
Oh,
4.
yeah, 42, sorry.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, this is like reflex. 11. What was the
Yeah.
DC?
Nope.
Not 11.
Not 11.
It was 14.
I don't know.
and
it
banned from
fails it.
Twitch.
What?
Nothing.
It's still alive?
All right. Requiem
No.
of Death.
How do you want to do this? No. How do you want to sing it to death? What do you say specifically?
Sing.
Honestly,
No,
Nell just
actually,
gives zero shits at this point. She has just gotten back from the brink of death. She's like cactars from hell. Just seems like the most venomous songs she could think of, and just transmits all those evil waves towards the cactus. She's like no fuck right now.
As
She doesn't, like,
As she channels the late Chris Bennington and
Yeah.
blasts it with Linkin Park.
I was thinking you pull out your you shouldn't start playing hit it with Nickelback. Just die. So does the rest of the party. Takes out the last 3
Look
hit
at
points
this
of everybody.
photograph.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not going to play this is how you remind me to it.
But
Look at this
But because-
photograph. Every
because
time
Ken-
it makes me laugh.
Bennington. But because channeling Chris Bennington, the song is out crawling in its skin.
No.
Ugh.
No.
All right, just kill it, please.
Kill it.
It slumps over as it just hears a cacophonous whatever mid to late 90s band of your choosing, and it slumps over dead in the Ochu's grasp.
All right. All right, she's gonna sheath her sword. Is
All
everyone
right.
all right?
Immediate,
Just gonna like stagger down on my knees.
Ugh.
Are you kidding me?
immediate off charge down. Pat face heal check. Anything?
Make a heal check.
That's my wisdom, and I'm
All
sticking
the 9
to
health
it.
were those.
You're not sure. There's a lot of blood though. God.
A lot of needles.
So
Somebody,
it's just
she
straight
looks like
wisdom?
she hugged a porcupine. Yeah, if you don't have any points, then you can just do straight wisdom
Alright.
for it.
She's gonna run over, drop her sword, and
What was the skill check for that?
Hmm?
What was the skill check for that?
Heal.
the heal.
You can make a heal check to appraise her bodily condition.
Oh nope, it's just no. All I have is 1+1.
So yeah.
Alright.
As everyone takes a good look at her.
Yeah, she's gonna run over, drop her sword, and pick up her body.
Tyra, you are pretty sure she's dead.
Oh dear lords.
Ellen, I'll put her down.
Okay.
Kneel down. I
Mhm.
will scoop her up gently and cast a rise.
Okay. And as you hit her, and I'm for the sake of this, I'm considering her to be essentially a player character in the way that we're in the way that she's operating. As you cast a spell on her, whereas the soldiers that you hit on the battlefield just sprung out from under where they were and went about their very, very simple lives. The more complicated fate surrounding this person, as she lays on the ground, a circle burns itself into the grass. Like, and this is it's dark out. It's like almost pitch black, and you see a bright orange ring swing around her, and then a triangle inscribes in it with 3 points on it. As you guys kick off a Matthew Mercer resurrection ritual.
Oh no.
Just want to refresh my memory. Never actually saw one of those on the show.
And for the sake of this, the way that this operates, it's a DC 10 that moves, or for the sake of this, the bonus of that to make the roll moves, depending on success or failure of essentially a 4E skill challenge. Players can contribute something that they think would help the sake of this ritual. For instance, putting something that the person really cared about and talking about how much, you've got to come back because your puppy needs you. Fucking throw a puppy on it, like that kind of thing. Because I care about you so much, and here's this thing that I can do that symbolizes how much I care. It's a very kind of personal moment. And so if there's anything that anyone can contribute to this,
I don't understand exactly how the soldiers could get away with not having it.
Does the fact that this is a rise and not raise, it is a 6th level spell that I'm casting here through
Yeah.
the materia, change anything?
Oh,
it does not. Not for the sake of this.
Fuck.
All right. Well, she's gonna kneel down, cup her hand, and basically just say, we need you to come back. Your father's going to miss you. Your sister needs you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you during that, but I won't fail you again.
Okay. And as you make this vow, go ahead and make a diplomacy check for that.
Okay. Crit fail time.
Can I my aura up for this sake to help out? I'm gonna try assisting with this as well.
You could assist Eleanor, or you can make your own swing at this if you want.
I'll make my own swing. I'm just wondering if
Okay.
I can put my aura up because that'll help with the charisma.
Oh yeah, you can charisma pop.
All right,
for
plus
this.
3 to that, Eleanor.
Okay. Damn.
well,
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Actually, plus 4, but yeah.
Plus
Got-
4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 36.
So as Jesus.
She's pouring her heart into this.
As Eleanor pours her little soul into this sort of this vow that if she comes back, this kind of thing, her being slaughtered by Cactar, she won't let happen again because, God, she get in so much trouble.
I'm surprised they actually didn't run away the moment the first one got hacked. I guess there was a tent in the way, though.
Yeah.
One of the corners of this triangle lights up with a strong flare and a little thin beam that shoots straight up into the sky. Does anybody else want to add anything?
I can try something. I'm going to basically get out the bow of the clever, put it next to her, just like sort of like have one of her hands around it, and okay, how exactly do I want to word this? Basically, just state to her, your family needs you, your people need you, your work is not over yet.
Okay. And you're kind of holding out the this symbol of her people in the bow of the clever of her heritage and of her kingdom. Go ahead and that would be another diplomacy check.
Yeah, ask the bard to make a diplomacy check.
Yeah. Okay. And
Can't add my own aura, so
as your words kind of reach her, a second point on this triangle bursts into light for those two.
Okay.
You can wait for him to ask for someone else to fucking step up.
Okay,
as Echo
fine.
very eagerly moves into the place. It's possible Koke may want to say something, but all right, Echo, go ahead.
I would have.
Are you gonna put a green on her head?
It would be
Maybe.
very in character.
Oh, just spit it out.
Yes, that was what I was gonna do.
Okay.
And like, and kneel at her.
As the party, you watch Echo reach back and pull a single Geishel green off of her pack. Some
It's
of
an
you,
enchanted one. Remember?
some of you like sort of look at him with a little bit of an eye roll. Some of you are sort of struck by how really tragic it's it's the kid like with the ice cream
Poetic.
cone and his mom's coffin kind of look like.
Oh.
Go ahead and make your, I guess, another diplomacy check because I don't know what else that would be.
well, still have that +4.
A +4, so it'd be a. Well, it's kind of pathetic here.
12. Okay. You see, as the third point on it kind of mumbles a little bit and lights up. Not with like the super burst of light of the other two. Just sort of lights up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin it for everybody.
All right.
I could have cast a heal spell on her too or something. Like, sure.
That would work.
No.
I know all of the points have been taken, but I will try to, in a very quiet voice, so that hopefully not everyone hears me. I'll just say to her, "Come on, sweetheart, you're stronger than this."
Okay. Go ahead and make you can additionally make a diplomacy check here.
What's the bonus that's happening? +4?
Go ahead now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a crazy aura.
If I see anyone assisting with this, I'm giving it to him.
And as this happens, you see the triangle that connects all three of these kind of burst with a similar glow. The rest of it, and the whole area is shaking pretty violently at this point. You all kind of feel it trembling under your feet as the world slightly triforces. All right, let me just fucking add this up. Okay. On a sheet. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it right
Internet
here.
check.
Yep, yeah, I can hear you.
Of course not.
Okay.
No,
I hear you.
he
I hear
might
you.
not be able to
Hello.
hear us.
Nope, I didn't hear anything. What?
Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
We're about to make the roll. Koke, if you would like to make the roll, you can make it with a +8 mod.
I have really bad luck with rolls
I will
in
make
roll
the
20.
roll. I will make the roll because I have pretty good luck with roll 20.
he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And very easily clears the DC.
What
And
was the
as
DC?
you, for her right now, 10.
Oh.
It's our
okay,
first
yeah.
time. It's the first time doing this. It will be harder in the future, but
Arise, if it makes any difference, raises people at full HP.
Oh, good, because I was
And-
either way I was planning on using an immediate cure.
as you all look at her laying on the ground in this sort of violent magical ring,
I've got
that you're all
hold of her
standing
still.
around,
I've got hold of her.
grabbing onto her. There's a moment passes, then there's a vertical beacon of golden light cast straight up into the sky, and then it kind of calms down, flickers. You kind of like fireflies sort of settling in the air around the party, and she takes a big deep breath and immediately is bolstered back to full HP and jumps to her feet with a panic, and Koke's got her by the arm, and
Hey, good morning. Well, technically evening.
oh my,
It's all right. And I'm
do
trying to pull her down to kneel down with me.
The needles explode off of her.
and
Yeah, she's at full HP and everything.
as she sits there at full HP and she jumps up to her feet and then immediately just wibbles and collapses back down onto her knees, and you watch as she kind of like looks at her chest and kind of brushes at it, and just porcupine needles harmlessly fall off like they're made of grass now, and they just all off her.
Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling technically healthy, but not good.
I'm gonna pull her into a hug. Here you go. It's okay. I got you.
I'm gonna eat the grains I put down on her now.
As they have fallen off onto the ground.
Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry.
Welcome back, princess.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yes.
I'm
Question:
back.
Could Tyra notice the fact of his actual use of materia and not a kind of
Make a
natural
spellcraft
one
check.
spell?
Go ahead and make a spellcraft check, just to kind of catch that.
either that or use magic device or
Yeah.
either one? Yeah.
Okay, when did you learn how to do that?
Do what?
Just that.
Oh, it's a thing I can do. Don't worry about it. What matters is that I was here and I can catch people in time.
Let's see where it is.
Those cactuses, they hurt so
Yes.
badly.
I know.
That's a 23.
I know.
You do notice she's not casting it from herself; she's casting it from materia.
As far as I can tell, that's materia. Very, very potent materia. I don't know how you got your hands on it, and given the sake for what you just did, I will ignore how you got it. Because I know that stuff is not cheap by any stretch due to its rarity.
For all
You
you
can do
know,
something
she
like
could have
that.
had it the whole time.
I didn't kill anyone for it, if that's what you're asking.
How healthy does Vise look
She
right
looks
now?
She's
full
full
health,
HP.
absolutely full health, but she looks frankly traumatized in a little ball on the ground.
Physically fine, mentally not. She's gonna come up and put a hand on her shoulder.
Chef was gonna do the same damn thing.
Okay. Roll.
Really? Chef is gonna show sympathy?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
Um,
a
She's
reason.
at a loss of what to do right now.
Chef, as you reach out and put one hand and you put a hand on her shoulder, you feel your grip that you put on her on your own shoulder behind you.
Yeah.
Creepy.
There's an instant recoil and look behind.
There's nothing there.
Course not. Course not.
Yeah.
Why did we detour through Silent Hill again?
All right.
I think it was Silent Hill. He'd still be dead.
I'm going to cast an additional cure on Nell. There's. Wait. Oh, sorry. That should be a 1d6. Hold on. Sorry.
By the way, every 6 seconds I've had internet here, I've been giving myself +1 HP because fast healing.
Bap.
Okay.
Let's get you some rest. Hopefully you'll feel a bit better in the morning. Okay.
Alright, that should be a 1d6 plus. Yeah, there's 1d6 plus. That should be plus. Let's see. 5 is 9 plus 3 is 12. Sorry. Okay, so. Alright. Now it gets additional 17.
Thank you much.
All right.
Let's see. Additional 1 to. I don't know how Chef is doing right now, but. Chef wants an extra
in
cure,
about
I'll do it.
in about 12 seconds, I'll be at half health.
I'm at 5,
Yeah.
Alright.
but I have
I'm good at
ferocity,
choking.
so I'm fine.
I'm gonna heal. Okay. Echo's gonna
Alright.
cast Cure.
Alright, I'm gonna do
be
one
back in a
Chef
moment.
then. That's 15 more to you.
But what? To me.
That's 15 to you, yeah.
Right as I take over to half health. So there we go.
Oh, I should be
It's just
healing
a
up
nod.
to like 27 then, because I've got the
26.
fast healing. There we go.
Oh, are you full health
26.
What do you add?
I'm about to roll.
No, I only got to half.
And that's 14 to me, so 29. Okay. That'll be fine for now.
Yeah, I'll look at my HP once we're done resting, and I'll pop the boost if needed.
It's +3 or +5.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm trying with my significant height disadvantage here.
Yeah, I did it right. So
Um,
you healed for 13 or 14.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
13.
try and support Vase, and I'm gonna try and pull her to a tent, get some
Mhm.
rest.
She kind of limps, and in the limp, you can kind of get up to her under her armpit.
Chef
and
is helping.
You are very tall.
I know it's the ears.
You want me to stay with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, pick up one of the cactuses and
It's
boop,
very
okay.
prickly. What are you booping it with?
Boop it. Well,
Telling her to have a snack.
Oh.
Yes.
If you
I
could
kinda-
if you could drag it with, I've kind of got my hands full here.
Okay, I can do that. I got a beak.
You sure you want to drag a cactuar into the tent when he's still traumatized by this?
You can leave it outside. I'll just pull off an arm later.
Yeah, Chef is helping Coke get Vise into a tent, and then
Yeah.
Chef is sentry
Which tent
outside.
are you guys going?
Which one does Vase want to go to?
Uh,
Little one or big one?
Let's just stay in the little one. And she whips
Three.
over to the.
Yeah.
And a cactus is drugged over to you with Echo as Eleanor follows you. Which, at this point, Eleanor, in Visa's moment of extreme psychological direness, you see her going immediately for Coke, and if you hadn't put it together in your head yet, you kind of are piecing you can see.
Make a
what
sense
they
motive.
I mean,
Eleanor knows at
it's
this
a
point.
little obvious.
Yeah, I get it. All right, yeah, just walk around here. All right, get some rest. I'll finish my watch.
Okay. Since I'm a character, I don't know about you, but I think we just earned a shit ton of experience.
AKA GM, can we level now?
We
Yeah, I hear ya.
when we hit the break here, I'll give everyone a chance to
Yeah.
level.
Can we level up twice because there's Rakashar?
Yeah.
No.
Uh,
Go to
wait,
sleep.
I
bird.
forget. Did I take a first watch with this, or how did that? I forget.
You took the first watch. It was in the middle of Ellen's watch. Was the second watch that it is, and
Okay.
up next
Gotcha.
would have been Echo and Chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chef is up now.
Passing the fuck out.
Yeah. Likewise.
Hey, Chef, you
I'm
feeling
probably-
healthy enough for your watch?
What was that?
She's asking you if you're feeling healthy enough for watch.
There's just a determined nod.
Okay.
You feeling
As
healthy
they-
enough for watching
they-
activities?
They pull out the their great sword, stick it in the ground, and kind of rest on it, looking off into the woods or plains or what have you.
I'm
Okay.
actually gonna, if they'll let me, I'm actually going to nestle in the doorway of the tent.
In the doorway you might be able to fit. Vis and Koke, as the two of you kind of settle down a little bit in the tent, Koke, you kind of with a ball of cactus nibbling on it. There's a bird poke her head through the tent flap.
Rain over and give a pat to the bud.
Okay.
All right. I
Bird
guess Ellen's
settles
gonna.
down in the doorway.
She's gonna set up sleeping bag in front of Nell and Tiro's tent then.
Okay.
I will
that
stay
was the
awake.
pavilion tent. You haven't. There's no space in there. All three of you could fit
Yeah,
in there.
we fit a shit ton of people in there last
You
time.
guys packed
Yeah.
them in at the one point.
I'll stay
Okay.
awake until Vise falls asleep.
What's the limit on pavilion tents? Pavilion tents are like 5 or 6 medium creatures, right? It's like ridiculous.
Something like
They're,
that. Yeah.
Like they're pavilions.
By the way, did the O2 just like fuck off or?
Yeah, no, I was like,
Yeah, it
actually just gonna
disappears.
ask about that,
It's
yeah.
gone.
It
I
disappears
don't know
after
how many
a few
rounds it
turns.
lasts.
It lasts 2 rounds, so
Alright.
it would have disappeared quite quickly.
As you all had run over to Vis and none of you were looking at it, it vanished. Presumably,
I
it
know what
also
it does.
T-posed off into the horizon. Alright.
right.
And you all settle down for the evening, and I slide the party back over to. So much scrolling. We have so many maps. So many maps. Back over to the Aria
Sorry.
World map.
You should archive them.
Can
when
you
you know-
Is that a thing you can do?
Right click, archive.
Right click. Oh,
Either that or page settings down at the bottom, like next to delete is
archive
archive.
page. Huh.
It just makes a folder that's just an archive.
I was looking for folders in here. Okay.
Really, you've only got the archive, but
Yeah.
you know,
That's-
if you
that
name
will be
them
good
properly,
enough.
you'll.
It's somewhere to put Retreat Reef and the Rising Moon and Asmar Castle and stuff. All right. And
as we get up in the morning, I'm gonna go check on how Vis is doing in the tent.
Okay, yeah. Luckily. And yeah, nothing happens on Chef's watch. Well, Chef and Echo's watch. You get up in the morning. There's a chocobo in the way as you go to the tent, completely occluding the doorway.
She's gonna gently nudge Echo with her foot.
Echo is presumably awoken.
Alright.
Excuse me.
You look up, look at her, look down.
I just gotta hope that whatever happened in the configuration is acceptable.
I don't know. As soon as that traumatized, he probably wasn't in the mood for like anything else.
No, I don't mean that way. I mean, are they just like, is the cuddles happening? I don't know. What is
I- I
he doing?
Probably
Echo's
a bit of like glue between the two of you.
Echo's a little bit offended by the foot tap.
It wasn't stepping on you. It's just like a nudge.
I know, but use your foot.
All right, come on, wakey wakey.
Right. I'm looking like right at you.
I know.
I am awake.
Okay. All right. Can I go in?
Slowly gets up, just like that feeling where it's like she's looking at you like, the whole time. Like
Yeah.
gets up, moves out of the way, but does not lose this. It's like eyes locked on yours,
Yeah.
like
Distrusting the knight of Lulin, but is fine with the little savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, bear
Thank you,
in mind most of the interactions between Eleanor and Echo are get out of the doorway and foot nudge.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, do I have something on my face?
Right.
Look, I just want to see if the princess is all right.
I've already moved out of the way. And just
I know, but she's trying to explain herself, and she's seeing the dirty look. She has the dirty look herself. So
There are a pair of women in that tent. They're in the tent.
She's gonna look.
Just
Are any
peeping.
of them awake?
What do your bunny ears hear? Yeah, as soon as Eleanor poked Echo, was like, "Can I get through?" Little V's ears twitch. She's already awake. I don't know if Coco would be awake though.
If
No,
there's been, if there's movement beside me,
Yeah,
or-
she'd sit
yeah.
up by the time that.
and
the check was in.
then it's eyes open. Ugh, is it morning already?
Yeah, it looks like Eleanor's coming in. And Chocobo moves. Eleanor, is she all right? I'm doing fine, Eleanor. I'm
All right.
a lot better now. I think.
All right. I'm glad to hear it. We're getting ready to pack up and leave here.
Okay. We'll get moving.
We'll get ready.
All right. As everybody packs up, Alan's gonna wait for Koke to come out of the tent.
When Ellen leaves the tent, Kage's just gonna turn to Vase. Okay, now how are you really feeling?
I really am feeling a lot better. I don't know. If it was so, dark isn't the right word, but
I grab her hand and give it a reassuring squeeze. Like, it's all right.
thanks. It was like being gone, like there but gone in a more existential way.
You don't have to worry. As long as I'm around, I've got your back.
Okay.
Dead or alive. I'm feeling very stiff, though.
Yeah. Those cactuses really hurt.
Did I learn anything from them when I ate one last night?
You did eat one, and you learned 1,000 needles. You, in fact, learned the murder barrage that you guys just endured.
Well, unluckily for our enemies, they're going to taste exactly what we did last night. And I'm just going to give her a big grin.
I'm going to tab over to the Blue Mage spell page and see if it's still 48 from that. Because that is ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's
what level is that?
Good to hear.
Oh, we better not keep them waiting.
It's a level 3 spell.
Also 8d4. Yeah.
8d4.
Nice.
It's exactly the same.
Jesus.
1,000 needles.
Full HP from resting.
Yeah, and again, in the D&D tradition, you guys take that little bit more sleep to account for the 10 minutes that you lost at the combat and res ritual.
Yeah.
And everyone's back up to full health, full everything.
All right.
That's
Yeah, let me turn it away. You guys are up.
As Koke comes out of the tent, Eleanor's gonna beckon to her.
Ugh.
Also, Chef hasn't moved.
Yeah, he's still on the leaning on the great sword.
I'm still watching Eleanor.
Gonna let out a long breath. How's my HP doing? I'm alright? I'm alright. Okay, I can take a few hits. And then I'm gonna walk over to Eleanor. Yeah?
Could you come with me for a moment?
Sure.
All right, she's gonna walk around behind the tent.
I'll follow. Alright, get this over with. I'm just gonna, like, brace for impact.
As you watch Koke assume the position for scolding.
All right. Walk around behind and turn to face her. Hand on her hip. I've been traveling with you for roughly a couple weeks now.
Oh, come on.
What?
Guess not.
Austin.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah. This is
fuck.
not- Come on, starting with you've been traveling for a while now, cliche. Jeez.
That's all right. Okay. You've always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but you've done nothing but help us this whole time. Sans a few things here and there, of course. So, first off, she's going to walk up to you and then try to punch you.
I'm taking it. I'm not gonna try and dodge.
She's helpless target.
Non-lethal.
Just roll your damage. I'm standing there. I'm accepting this. This isn't the first time I've been punched by somebody for specifically this.
You are 5 hit points closer to unconsciousness.
Okay. That's for sleeping with the princess.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to use the hand she didn't punch you with and lay on hands.
Getting kind of mixed signals here. Wouldn't be the first time, but this is actually painful and intriguing.
Oh, the punch and heal. You shouldn't have.
Five
Exactly
exact.
nulling out.
Oh my
the
god!
unconsciousness.
Wow!
I'm feeling the synergy.
It could have healed 1 point and it would have nulled out the unconsciousness, though.
I am feeling the synergy.
Oh.
And then she kind of pulls you back up straight again with her other hand and you heal. That's for saving her life.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know you guys are starting to get close. She's a feisty thing, so keep an eye on her too.
I'm part of the reason she's out here. Oh.
I figure.
Feel like there should be some semblance of responsibility involved.
All right, she's gonna hold out her hand. So, Druce,
Take the hand and truce.
let's get going.
And you all...
A mean punch. Ah. Damn goblin for his money. Ugh.
Yeah, big old gauntlet fist. You all break down the camp, get stuff back in chocobos, feed chocobos. Which, by the way, how many days are we going through now? Like 4 days.
Yeah.
This is
One,
the
two.
dawn of the fourth day.
Yeah, dawn of the
Oh.
4th day. So
The moon is already
Yay, we
hit.
stopped the moon from falling. Yay, it's a new day.
No, it already hit. It wasn't.
Yeah, we just further around the afterlife.
Quickly, Nell, Song of Time!
What do I roll
Well,
for it?
Well, at least now we know.
No, the moon fell, but it was actual size.
Okay, so
Like in the sky,
Mm.
it's only that big.
that's...
So,
Well,
yeah,
at least
that's-
now we know why Moonbright has its name.
Dun, 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 dun.
So that should be...
Quick, do I succeed the Song of Time?
Yes. As you stare up and you look at the deranged moon in the middle of the day, creeping down towards you guys, he vanishes.
Decides to just turn around and fuck off. Well, fine. I see where I'm not wanted. Whoop.
See, I can even be a diplomancer to even a celestial bodies. We got this, guys.
Diplomancer.
Diplomats.
I don't know. I couldn't think of the word.
Diplomats.
Diplomats.
I'm imagining
It
that
makes
as a
almost
class
as much
now.
sense as pen mage. Let's be honest.
Hey,
Diplomancer.
hey, at this point, it might as well be freaking magic.
It romances Diplodocus.
Oh my god. Jake, no. Tam's getting her brother reset, so she'll be a little
Okay.
while.
Yeah, we're just traveling for now. You guys all rally up. You get back into your camp back together, and you advance another 48 miles.
If
Goddamn.
Reese is still getting the summoned mount, then I'll stick
Yes.
close. If not, she can ride with me.
Oh, that reminds me. Actually, I have to automatically subtract 2 MP for the day.
Yeah. At this point, I think Beast would be getting constantly flanked by Cocaine Eleanor,
Yeah.
staying very close to her.
That.
And I'm not even getting paid for this. This isn't even my job. How wonderful of a person am I to be so protective?
You are so humble. Did anyone tell you that?
I just raised the dead. I don't want to hear shit.
Hearing all the shit.
Well, we'll just see what happens the next time someone dies, and maybe I'll remember that. I would like to casually remind you that I am neutral evil.
I have a feeling we're playing a Telltale game now.
Okay, we'll remember that.
No, I will remember that. Fucking everyone just gives everyone stink eyes and walks away.
I mean, that is the game in a nutshell.
Note to self: next time Ruby Scholar comes up, learn frickin' raise.
You could have backup Fraser.
Yeah.
Actually, what level is that? Now that I think about that.
The one I used was a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
Because my axe is high enough level to hold a tier 2 materia. So I can cast Arise 3 times a day. Just. I'm a little bit ludicrous with that.
No, it's not that one. Is it
So yeah,
level four?
you all have arrived at a new spot. Well, actually, for the sake of this, Echo, on your level up, you're going to be able to learn that scroll.
Yeah.
In the sort of logic of the world / logic of the game, your characters have all leveled up, but you will be applying that when you get to the intermission here in a couple minutes. So you can go ahead and cast it to assist Koke in building the thing.
Please, I will. If you can cast that now, hold out headband. Please do so.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay.
So how much?
Cast.
And once
Hey.
again, taking your 10 for the day, you've
Yeah.
completed now 3/4 of the thing. It's just one more day of fiddling, and you're done.
I will, since I'm getting close to finishing this thing, I will go to Avis with it unfinished, and I will just quickly appraise and make sure that I'm making this a good size
All
to
right.
fit around her head.
Go ahead and make an appraise check.
Nice.
Luckily, with the amount of time you've spent with your hands in her head, you know exactly that diameter you need and the shape that it needs.
Just casually whistling to myself in a smirk.
That's awful.
To be fair, I am. Koke is awful enough.
I know, but still, just hands around the head in that right manner. Just.
And yeah, you've even from memory, you've been hitting it perfectly the way that it fits, and just fits right on her head. It's like, oh, what's this? Making
It's
me jewelry?
unfinished. It's unfinished, but it's a gift that I've been working on pretty much all week.
Wow, what's it? She kind of picks it And looks at it. What's it made of? Then actually, seriously, what's it made of? Is this thing made of
Well,
metal? Is it
it's-
made of silver? Like it made of
I
wood?
don't know. No, it would be made. It'd be like it's a headband, so either metal or cloth, I guess.
It's made out of nylon.
As
Invented nylon.
as Koke sits there, like with a slight shrug. Well, at least some kind of metal. Well, thanks.
I bought the supplies in Lildan. I've been working on it on the road.
Yeah.
So at least we know it ain't made out of wood.
Well,
It should help.
with what?
Well, not with combat.
Well, I mean, given yesterday, you know.
You'll get stronger. I have faith in you.
This armor, like, I thought I would give a chance to really use my higher armor class now, but
No, you see, the thing is,
I just got slayed by
and
reflex saves.
I'll turn, and I'll just cast the 1,000 needles off and just in a cone behind me, away from everybody.
She kind of,
There's no.
like, recoils a little bit when you cast it.
PTSD.
It's all right. I'm the one in control of this power.
Okay. Alright.
But unlike other spells that can target you, this is just a spray. You know, the demonstration.
Yeah.
So it's unsurprising, and there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
7?
Yeah, so many cactuses.
I mean, normally things are not that rough. You dealt fine with the spiders.
Yeah, I
we
kind
had-
of thought that's
we
what
had
it was going to be
Kaya.
like, you know? You go, you kill some spiders, they try to bite you, they miss. Like, I thought that's just what, you know? I mean, Garland was a pain, but it wasn't like that. Like, I think, one of you guys went down for Garland. This time it seemed like everyone was just an inch away.
And that's the flow of
Cactuses.
combat. That's the flow of combat. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's all down to your skill. Have you ever thought about learning magic?
Well, I've never really had an opportunity.
I mean, it's not a traditional. We're going to call it a discipline, but I could teach you how to be a blue mage. Perhaps not
maybe.
particularly the brand of blue mage I
Yeah,
am.
I may be
but-
not in the mood for the. She kind of like gestures to her mouth, and like.
Yeah, no, that's an optional thing.
I
But I can
kinda-
teach you how to learn from creatures rather than consume their essences like I do.
Well, that sounds fun. Yeah, that sounds fun. Well, maybe a little bit of magic will help. Something I can show off to my sister.
What spells do I have that are useful for this specific? There we go. I am then going to cast photosynthesis on myself. It's just a heal and a regen, basically.
Are you glowing? What are you?
Some of the spells
Are those roots?
that I can.
Rooting
As
on
I
the
just
bird.
as I just bask in the sunlight. Some of the spells are useful in more ways than just to hurt your enemies. I could teach you this spell if you train as a blue mage, and you'll
If
be able to
that
heal
heals
yourself.
you, yeah, no, I could. That would be
Yeah.
amazing. I would love that in particular.
Yes, I can teach you this, but I'm gonna have to teach you how to.
There's perhaps some
Learn.
fundamentals here first.
Yes, but I'm more than happy to teach you.
Okay.
Of course, the like nicks the teeth with the tip of the thumb is optional, as well as we've technically leveled, right?
Yes, at this point,
Mhm.
you are a level higher though. You're paid.
I turn into a koal.
Just a cat.
Wow, that's a big
And
kitty.
this is also an option. Oh, this feels powerful.
Well, just as the whole party just sees cat.
Oh, what the? I'm not even gonna ask at this point.
back.
There's,
Hey,
there's now
Raises
just
an
a
eyebrow, it's like-
koal. There's just a koal in the camp
Okay,
now.
Can someone recap the last 15 minutes since Eleanor
Okay.
pulled Koke aside?
There was a scolding, there was a punching, there was a healing between the two of them.
I got punched for 5 and
They-
healed for 5.
They conceded
Yeah.
that this would be that it's a truce. They'll deal with each other, and as Eleanor has become very strikingly aware of the sort of relationship she has with Vise, they packed up camp. They walked off. Koke's had the opportunity to continue working on the amulet now, and has had a conversation with Vise where she's suggesting that perhaps she could teach Vise blue magery. And that might keep
Ooh.
her alive better if she could, if
And
she
giving,
for instance,
and
had a
giving her
self-heal.
the options of, well, if you want to be a
Morpher
non-mage or a morph
primal
mage, I can do
mage
that.
or-
Or you could just be a base blue mage. I know the
Mhm.
fundamentals.
Yeah, and that's basically where we are. You're all
And now
all
I'm a
sitting
giant
there-
cat.
Yeah, and then she turned into Coral. And there's a cat in the camp. Who's taken first watch? Who's taken second watch? Who's taken third watch? Right now, I just have Tyro, Eleanor,
Wait,
Echo Chef.
is that another 8 hours of doing
We've
nothing?
already walked all day.
Yeah. What did you want to do something for your
Well, I'm finishing off the proficiency.
okay. You finish off the proficiency. You out in the woods shooting at trees, slicing at trees. You got it figured out, man.
Now, does this count just for the marksman's gunblade, or like gunblades as a whole?
Is it there should be like a class for gun?
Because I think it's an exotic,
It is an exotic.
and exotics are one at a time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just be the-
if the marksman gunblade, if that's presumably encapsulating, it's the rifle oriented gunblades, right? That's the marksman gunblade.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then yeah, that's you've learned that one. No, for instance, not the other couple types of gunblade. So yeah, you can use a gunblade now proficiently.
Excellent.
Cool.
All right, who's taking the watches?
Tyro will take first watch.
All right, Tyro's still on first. Is Eleanor still on second?
Yeah.
Okay. Is
I'm
all
actually still
gonna
on
stay
third.
asleep.
Hmm?
I'm gonna stay asleep.
right. Echo's remaining asleep. Chef is alone. Okay.
Like always.
Chef is hashtag Chef is alone. Okay.
I
First
get away
watch.
with not taking any watches this entire time. Everyone else is scrambling to take
It's like,
watches. It's
I'll take the
fine,
watch.
sleep.
No, I'll
I'll
take
sleep.
the watch. She's just like.
All right, bye. I will spend my night sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine by me.
All right. Tyro, can I get a perception check?
Sure. Let's see here. Double check. I think it's +9. If I remember correctly. Was it 10? Skills, perception. Oh, it's 11. Okay.
Let's see here. Hold off on that.
And I actually need a space for that. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
sleepy kitty.
As you glance around, you think you hear something, but you're not sure what it is. Quite a ways away, over by the river. It's in your guys' tile towards the northeast, but it's probably in the ballpark of half a kilometer away. It was just very loud.
It's very loud. Half a kilometer. Check something real quick. Half kilometer. That'd be a bad idea to stray away from camp. I'm going to keep a close ear out for it to check to see if it starts getting any closer or anything like that.
Okay. As you listen, it seems to persist for probably an hour or so, and then they get quieter again.
Okay.
Alright. And then your watch ends with otherwise no incident. Chef's watch. No, Eleanor's watch.
Yeah, I'll let Eleanor know that I heard something off in the distance and just kind of keep
Okay.
an ear out.
All right, she'll be looking
I
for
head off.
that. Or listening for it.
Ooh. Eleanor, on your watch, you hear quite a bit closer and from a straight northern direction. A loud. Here, go ahead and make a perception check, because I mean that much you'll hear just intrinsically.
Okay. Would I get any bonuses to that? Because I was actively trying to.
Yeah, you can go ahead and because he told you about where it was and about how far away. Add a +4 to it.
Okay.
So the circumstance. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! You hear specifically not just any loud noise. You hear stampeding footsteps. Not coming towards you, not moving away from you, like traveling horizontal to the camp, passing by you. You also, with a 31, like really listening, you're hearing tiny warks in choir. From where you are, probably a quarter kilometer away. You get the impression there's some sort of chocobo migration happening in that direction. They're on the move.
All right. Well, no reason to wake everybody over that. So she's just gonna shrug it off.
Your watch ends otherwise unperturbed. It's on to Chef.
You need the perception?
No, they are gone.
Okay, good. I am bad at perception.
As you sit looking out, don't even notice anything, doesn't hear anything. Watch passes without too much consequence. Next morning, everyone wakes up. Anybody doing anything? Anybody seeing anything?
Nope, just
I'm glad
reluctantly
that
getting up.
passed out. That passed without any fucking difficulty.
Alright, actually, let's go subtract the next. Let's see. How many days have passed? 5,
This
6?
is dawn of the 5th day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Chef
You're
is
all
out of
losing-
food.
Yeah, 5 pounds of chocobo feed a day here, and a daily ration a day.
Yeah.
Not for me. I eat dirt.
Yeah, Koke just fucking throats a
Literally
tree.
eat anything.
Actually, no, that's
Mhm.
Can you even eat the air?
I don't think so.
No.
There are no calories in the air.
Yeah.
But if she eats enough of it,
If there was a fog, if we would just walk through like a cloud of little flies, probably, but
Yeah,
I'd have to eat a lot of them.
Florida.
I'd say I'm a growing blue mage, but I'm not. I kind of stopped. Very short.
you're trying to grow outwards.
Mm.
Apparently.
You want me to do anything in the morning before you head out?
I will let Vise know that I won't be able to start blue mage lessons tonight because I've got some time left to finish this headband. But after then, I'm free to start whenever.
That's all right. I think we're probably gonna have a bit of a ferry ride still.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right. I'm fine.
Okay. As the party gathers themselves together and traverses for another 8 hours, after quite a few days of traversal now, you guys come upon what looks like an old boathouse on the edge of a lake. Well, presumably a lake. From where you guys are, standing on the coast, how far away is it? That's 70 miles, 100 miles.
There's no like restaurant or food space. It's just a boat.
It appears to be a boathouse. There appears to be
I'm
adjoining
in
onto
Hempstead,
that
so
boathouse.
no one can hear me anyway.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
He might not be able to hear us though. I think we're having moments of information asymmetry. There is a side house on this thing. There's a side house on this thing, presumably lived in by whoever runs this, and at the moment right now, the ferry is here. You see a sort of oval-shaped boat with a big squared front over the bow and big squared platform over the stern. And it just sits there floating, moored at this weird little boathouse thing. What you guys doing?
I guess we're gonna head to the boathouse.
See how much it is.
I've kind of been leveling on the side.
Yeah,
Go ahead
and
roll my HP.
there will be a moment here in approximately 10 minutes, probably, that we're gonna take a break, and you guys are gonna get the chance to level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm just at the HP part. And that's
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go. For that.
I'll do mine while we're here as well.
I can't wait. I gotta roll it.
Ellen's level is
Yeah, I can't wait. This Echo rolls very high on his HP roll.
nice.
You guys approach the front door. So who's knocking? You guys going in the house? You guys going in the boathouse? What's your modus operandus
sir.
here?
Mine.
5.
Nice. I guess we're going to probably the house first, because that's probably where the owner lives.
Okay. You knock on the front door. Couple seconds pass. You hear footsteps coming down like a staircase. Guy creaks up in the front door. Yes?
What time is it?
It's for the 8 hours of travel after the morning. It's approximately, you just go to bed at like,
Shit, wait a minute.
it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
All right, so good afternoon.
Yes, very, very good.
We'd like passage on the ferry to Moonbright.
Well, I can see that. You got the fee? He kind of like leans over around the doorway. He's kind of got a little bit of a limp to one side. And there's a sign kind of plastered onto the side of the building, painted on wood, that has 10 gil per soul.
Per person. Okay.
I know it's steep, but it's a long trip.
That's all right. Let's see. Are we bringing the birds?
Well, I have to bring one.
Well, other
Yeah.
than, I mean, Echo, of course you're coming.
Well, unless there's a place that we can kind of stable them where they'll be all set. However, we don't exactly have enough. Depending upon how long we're actually in Moonbright, we may not have enough food to sustain them while we're away.
Are there any stables outside?
I could board them if you want. I got a little bit of space in the back of the boathouse. Say 2 gil a chocobo a week.
That's not bad.
That's not
Keep
bad at
them
all.
fed.
All right, so how many birds do we have? Not
One
counting
for
Echo.
each of us. Minus Vista because hers is a summoned one. So
Mhm.
5, I think.
Yeah, it's 5 chocobo.
about-
Literal non-player chocobo.
Yeah, so
That's that we have
10.
chocobo that are not real, and also chocobo that are players.
yeah, so I guess I'm going to pay him 25 gil. 10 for the birds and 10 for me. Or so 20. Yeah, never mind.
Well, that's-
I was say, what's 25 for?
Excuse me. Yeah, 20.
It's kind of. I want to
Five
call
is-
it convenient or ironic. I don't know, but my
5.
new blue mage ability gives me and everyone within 30 feet of me bonuses on saves against creatures' abilities.
Huh.
That's
Nice.
actually quite fitting of something that I've learned.
Yeah. Eleanor is going to learn a new sword art, weapon specialization, and what's it called? I was just looking at it. Anyway, oh, intercept. That's where if she's adjacent to somebody, she can dive in front of them and take the hit. Anyway, I'm done with my payment. Everybody else can do theirs now.
Right, I'm gonna hand the guy the 10 gil for mine, and were all the chocobos paid for, or?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, he's gonna hand 2 gil to Eleanor because yeah.
I've paid for all the birds and myself with 20 of my 86 gil.
When I am still paying you back.
She's broke.
Yes.
She's broke.
Alright. I'll keep an eye on them.
Much appreciated.
That's a fancy
That
one.
that one, she's pointing to Echo,
Oh,
is
yeah.
ours. She's coming along.
Are they all yours?
They're on loan from Lullen.
Oh.
No, these are the ones we purchased. The one that you have is on loan. You specifically have it on
True.
loan.
That's true, Tiro.
Well, I mean, Moonbright's a big place. It is useful to have them around. It's just, I don't know if y'all plan on leaving the city.
We're just doing a pickup and heading back to Lullen.
Okay.
Actually, that does make me wonder how much those canisters of fuel will weigh. Because if they exceed,
Cool.
we
You
do
have
have Echo,
communal
and
you
as
have
long as
communal
the weight
mounts.
doesn't exceed its drag limit, then yeah, we're all set.
Once again,
And
have
you can
communal
always
mounts.
summon mounts.
That is true too. Let's see.
Well, I guess it makes sense to bring one if you plan on hauling something home. We got space. Maybe we might be able to make space for 6. So it's not a very big boat. And you guys look at it. If you guys were to pack another like half dozen chocobo in here, you'd be almost like shoulder to shoulder throughout most of the boat.
Yeah, let's not.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Tam,
There.
just so you know, you probably got my message too. We can hear you even after you stop hearing us.
For maybe a little while. Regardless, they've been negotiating ferry to Moonbright right now. They found an old sea captain man that'll board the chocobo for as long as they're there per week.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me wonder what will happen if we're gone longer than a week. Like, does he just set him free on day 8?
I'm keeping track of the time. I'm just kind of like, I got a calendar in there.
So we just get charged for when we return.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
And if y'all never come back, I got a bunch of free chocobo. I'm
The
not
guy's, like,
too
sitting
worried.
thinking, hopefully they don't come back.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not gonna level up my character just yet.
Why is that? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, that's really
That
cool.
was laggy.
What do I want to use?
Concentration check. I can now freely heal myself.
Cool.
I need to make a concentration check, which is the DC of the damage that I've taken, and if I succeed, I heal 10. Just
Did we want to do like a short intermission here, Will? Or...
Yeah, this is where it is for
Okay.
if people
Okay.
wanna.
Uh,
If there's anything else anybody wants, any negotiations to be had about getting leaving anything else with this dude, picking up anything else with this dude, buying stuff from this dude, you might be able to coax him to sell you some food, for instance.
chef needs food.
Yeah, food would be nice.
Yeah.
Y'all need food? Well, I got a little garden out back. Here, let me show. What do you need? What you looking for?
Just anything filling for
For
travel.
people or for birds?
people.
People.
People. Alright. Let me see what we got. Margarine, can you fix something up? Fix it yourself.
Try.
Ah, yes.
Jeez.
God,
I will
tell
try
the woman
one
I'm
more
doing
time.
business.
I
What the heck?
Lord. Standard old couple.
Hang on, give me a minute. Jesus, let me just. And he kind of limps away back into the building.
I think I know what I'm taking for my next spell.
Hmm?
Basically, Sure Strike. You cast a spell immediately before you make an attack roll. You can see into the future for that attack, granting you a +1 insight bonus per 3 caster levels on your next attack roll. So that would basically give me a
Pretty good.
+2 to attack.
Oh.
Where's True Strike?
Not here. It must be a higher level
True.
than second.
True Strike is like I don't know,
Level 1.
level 1, and it's like a +20 to your attack roll or some shit.
Let me check here.
Mhm.
It's
But
around-
that's normal Pathfinder.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna be in your spell book.
Let me look.
I mean,
But
if you're
the-
learning
It
arcane
is
magic,
not.
Yeah, no, it's
It is not. The only thing under T is Thunder 1, which, yeah, I'm better off just taking Sure Strike. Plus, I'm going to take Advanced Learning with Quick Learner Minor, which grants me a Black Mage or White Mage spell from their book. So, yeah. So I basically get 2 spells for level 6, basically.
Cool.
after a couple minutes, the man comes back with a pile of about how many party members do we have here? With her, he comes back with a pile of 7 what look like bologna sandwiches or something, some very basic canned
Look,
meat.
someone got food.
I got
We're
these sandwiches,
getting food.
and he also like hauls out from behind the doorway a barrel and kind of like plumps it on the corner. It's not much. And pops the lid off. Got a bunch of radishes. Don't know if any of you know how to cook.
I'll give Chef my bologna sandwich. I'm just gonna pull a radish and just eat it fucking raw.
Well, you're a very hardcore young woman. You know that? Okay.
Okay, so that's...
Well, for the barrel and the sandwiches, call it 4 gil.
I'll do it.
Well, thank you. Kind of nods his head to you, takes your gill. Well, if that's everything that anybody needs, I guess we'll get loaded up and get going. Marjorie, there's some birds in the boathouse. What about birds and bees? No, in the boathouse. There's some chocobo in there. Okay. Can you feed them? I can try. I guess that's good enough. I'm going now. Bye. He reaches in the door and he gets out kind of what looks like a waterproof, like hide jacket thing and little waders, and slops himself out onto this rope ladder on the side of this boat as it's kind of pushed up against a little jetty. And he climbs his way up and starts setting everything up.
Okay.
And at this point, we can take a little bit of a break here. People can go grab food, and use the restroom, and can distribute level ups. Because as of right now, well, how far was everybody?
I was 1,000.
You were 1,000 away. How was other people? How was Chef? How far was Chef? Nell, Eleanor.
I'm 1,400 away.
We're doing all
That'd
right.
be the same as,
Yeah.
as Eleanor.
Yeah, if we didn't go, then yeah, it'd be about 1,400.
You guys,
hunting
you
trip, or-
receive 1,600 experience. Bap you up to the next level.
All right.
Okay, so that's...
And you guys can start distributing that. Go get some water. Go work on that. And we will be back with another episode of Final Fantasy Pathfinder in just a few minutes. I'm going to keep the stream going, but I'm going to do a new recording. We'll repost up as another episode. I will see everyone in just a few minutes.
1,600
All right.
cents.